William Hill, 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
In the Zone on TalkSport 2 with William Hill, 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
All right, let's hear from Birmingham's head coach Chris Davis. His side have lost their last 3 away games in the Championship, and he was asked by the media this week if his side need to approach games on the road differently.
Well, there is in a sense that you have to understand that you're going to some difficult venues, and you have to manage the game at times a little bit more when you're away from home. That's just normal. That's just the game. And from our point of view, we have to turn what has been some promising performances. We've had a few that, periods within games that have been below our normal level, but we've been competitive in others and had taken nothing from it. So again, what we need to do is make sure that we keep the back door shut. There's no silly mistakes. There's nothing that goes in that shouldn't go in, and then we can from there use our possession, use our football, and take one of our chances, and we'll turn what has been signs of good performances away from home into results.
One of the other really interesting questions in Chris Davis' press conference this week, Chris, was they were talking about expectations, and he actually used the platform to kind of say, look, you're all talking about where we should be, what we're not doing, but actually we're on a journey here, and kind of just really reiterated and reset where he and the club feel Birmingham City should be, because I think internally they're feeling that everyone else is getting a little bit ahead of where they think they should be.
Isn't that a manager's responsibility, Adam?
Totally, yeah.
To protect his players, and I think that's exactly what he's done. They'll have their in-house expectations, he'll have the goals, which will be right up there, aim for the stars and see how close you can get. But that's a manager, and he's spot on with what he's saying. Management, discipline, no silly mistakes, let the football do the talking, because when they get going they've got that intensity with the ball. It's all about obviously scoring goals, but they have to keep it tight at the back. It's simple, isn't it? But he's got the players that have bought into exactly what he wants them to do.
And interestingly enough, when you talk about Phil Parkinson, we were a couple of weeks ago, people were saying that his position was being looked at, all that he's achieved. And again, the amount of money spent, only Southampton and Ipswich have spent more, and look where they are in the table. So actually, in many respects, he's not doing a bad job.
He's doing an excellent job, Adam. 3 successive promotions. They had to spend the money. They had an aging squad. They had to bring the quality as well. They had to throw money at it. They've brought in good quality players. It's going to take time to gel. They have the quality in this squad that when it does gel, they can and will probably kick on. But it's all about getting that consistency. And like you say, they've brought in right characters that have improved. They're not conceding as many. They're controlling more of the ball in games. I can't believe that his name. He's under. Of course, all managers are under pressure, but his name's getting spoken about as getting kicked out, being sacked. No chance.
Well, last season when these sides met in League One at St Andrews, we saw the likes of David Beckham and of course Tom Brady, an advisor to Birmingham City. This time round there's no Ryan, there's no Rob, and it's just the Blues owner. Tom Wagner is here, and he's actually in the away end. We saw him earlier on walking past with his bobble hat on. Wise choice in these conditions, I would say. So he's away to our right hand side with the travelling support that's come across from the West Midlands and from the second city. And this game's certainly far removed, as I say, from the last time these sides met in his second tier. Jim Smith was leading Birmingham City back in those days. He secured the 3 points at St Andrews back in 1980. So Wrexham yet to win here. Birmingham fairly wretched on the road. Something has to give tonight, surely, and the record between these two sides certainly favours Birmingham City. They're unbeaten in the last 5 meetings, winning 2 of those last 3, but they've never won at the Racecourse Ground in the league. They did win back in 1970 in a cup competition, but Wrexham have only beat Birmingham City once, and that was in their first ever encounter. So history very much favouring the team in white tonight, with the blue slash and the black shorts and the white socks. That's Birmingham City as ever. The red shirts, white shorts and red and white socks of Wrexham, and it will be Birmingham who get us underway, kicking from left to right in these opening 45 minutes. You are listening to TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL, and it's our live Friday night football offering, and we are about to get ourselves underway. The man in charge is Bobby Madley. The only previous Wrexham game he's been in charge of was back in August 2009, and that was when they faced Barrow, also in the National League. It has been some journey for Wrexham, that's for sure, and we are about to get underway, and the noise is about to be lifted inside the Racecourse Ground by the home supporters. who do certainly make a racket, and right amongst us here in our commentary position just to the left of the halfway line. We're about to get underway, and in fact finally we are, and it's a first touch for James Beadle, making his first start in the Championship for Birmingham City, and immediately goes long towards Lyndon Dykes at the edge of that Wrexham penalty area, headed away and into touch on that far side. No surprise that Chris Davies has finally made that change with the goalkeeper. We knew the quality that Beadle had coming into the club. Yeah. They stuck with Ryan Allsop, probably out of loyalty, maybe for a little bit too long, given the save ratios and the number of goals at times they've conceded.
Well, this is it. When you've got a competitive squad and you've got players jumping at the bit, this is an opportunity now for Beadle to go in and showcase exactly what he's all about. No surprise going direct to Lyndon Dykes, pick up second balls, play in the right areas.
Yeah, Dykes obviously came in to start the game against Coventry last weekend due to injury in the warm-up. Didn't really impress, although probably at the end of the day he was one of the better, considering they played a large chunk of that game with 10 men. But at the moment Birmingham City seem to be going aerial in this wind. The ball just floating around as they try to pop the ball forward, and it's back in their back line now, and it's with Robinson, who got 2 yellows and ultimately a red last Saturday against Coventry City. It looked a little shaky, 5th red card of his career. Joined of course from Sheffield United at the tail end of the transfer window. Former Liverpool man as well. That's where he started his career, and I think Chris Davies looking to get a partnership going between him and Clara at the back, and Iwata tonight is the man who's been chosen to play at right back, more accustomed of course to being in midfield. They've worked the ball nicely here over halfway though, the visitors. On the far side, Damari Gray has possession and Alex Cochrane has it too. Yeah,
I've got to say, very impressed there. Robinson and Clara just very, very patient, sucking the Wrexham team out, and then all of a sudden Iwata into Leonard going out the other side. Fantastic quality.
Have it again on that far touchline. Infield it goes from Leonard. Damari Gray was trying to pick up on that loose ball. It does break towards the edge of the penalty area. Here's Gray down that left hand side, looking to cut onto his right foot, which he does. Goes to the edge of the penalty area where Bake is waiting. Out again to Gray, and then at the edge of the box trying to work his way inside the penalty area is Patrick Roberts, who cut in from that right hand side. Roberts has got it back, the former Sunderland man, on the drive here towards the edge of the penalty area. He's clipped past to Stansfield out wide on this right hand side. Now it's back again to Iwata. Here's Leonard, right edge of the box, swings across to the back post, only half cleared that time by the diving Kabore. And again they only clear to the edge of their own penalty area, and the assistance is required down that right hand side of Josh Windass before it goes into touch for a throw.
Well, I've got to say, Birmingham in control there, great quality down the left hand side. Do not turn down the opportunity to put a cross in. Damari Gray, now he's cut back, that's it. Pate, it's cut back to you. Can you put it in with the left there? There's good personnel in there that's waiting for that quality to come in so they can go and attack, and then, like you say, Wrexham on the counter attack into Kiefer Moore has to do better. The layoff, he's man v man, 1v1 with Clara there. Can he get at his man? Can he face up? He's got energy in Windass O'Brien to go up and support as well, get round about him.
There's a problem inside the penalty area away to our right hand side, so a slight issue for Wrexham to try and deal with at this moment in time, so there is going to be a slight delay just for a second or two, and I think it's Kabore that went down. You were very impressed with him when you saw him last weekend.
Yeah, very, very direct, great end product as well, and that's what it's all about. He gets at his player, but if you show him down the outside, he'll take it on, but it's crosses coming in. He can drive into the box, but he has that composure and quality to get his head up, and final pass is definitely there.
3 assists in his 3 championship games so far. He looks like he's going to be alright to continue, but there will be a slight delay of course before he can re-enter the field of play, and it is going to be a drop ball at the edge of the Wrexham penalty area, and Jay Stansfield being sent away by Bobby Madley, and it's Arthur Akwanko that will have it at the edge of his box. He's reaffirmed himself as number 1 since that injury to Danny Ward, of course, right at the start of the campaign. It's a long one forward for Kiefer Moore, who does get the flick on, but it's right out of play, and it'll be a goal kick away to our left hand side for James Beadle, on loan from Brighton and Hove Albion of course.
What's about Wrexham using the conditions? Okonkwo there, kicking with the wind. Kiefer Moore's going to win the majority of his aerial duels, so O'Brien, Windass have to be round about to pick up those second balls, gambling in behind.
header over halfway. Lyndon Dykes with a massive leap to try and get there. Stansfield trying to get on the end of it. Scored 2, of course, when these sides met at St Andrews in League One last season. Another good season for Stansfield, who started the Championship campaign well. Goals to his name already. And it's on halfway with Leonard. First Championship start, out wide to Roberts. Here's Dykes over halfway, 5 or 6 yards inside the Wrexham half. It comes back again to Iwata, and the lion's share of the possession in the opening exchanges here. And we've had just over 5 minutes. Has gone to Birmingham City. Cochrane on that left-hand side. Clips a long ball down the line, and it's going to float straight into the Wrexham penalty area. And again, Okonkwo can comfortably collect.
It's fantastic defending there as well. Callum Doyle seeing Lyndon Dykes, taking responsibility, stepping into that space, and then you've got Hyam and Kluwer just shuffling around, just having that understanding. As soon as Lyndon Dykes goes a little bit more central, communication, Hyam then steps on just to try and put a little bit of pressure. And of course, we've got Sheaf that's kind of trying to stop those balls into the likes of Stansfield and Dykes.
Wrexham, of course, unbeaten in their last 3 Championship games. They've only lost 1 of the last 6. So after a tough start, they've certainly ironed out some of the issues that Phil Parkinson was having to deal with. We mentioned before the game about Hyam coming in. Chance here maybe for Windass, who's through, and he's put his shot wide. Offside flag was up anyway. But Windass, as he closed in, has put it wide of the left-hand upright. I'm not sure he knew he was offside.
Well, I don't think he knew he was offside, but what I will say to you, he should have put it to the right for Kiefer Moore. It's 100% going to be a goal there. It's a fantastic ball. Again, Callum Doyle in behind. Great way to pass.
Fast player, Callum Doyle. £8 million from Manchester City. Had a few loans as well. Won the Championship when he was at Leicester in 23-24, so he's got experience and knows how to play his football. Here is that free kick for Birmingham City. Windass with a moment, but just not quite timing his run right. But that'll be a warning to Birmingham City about the line they choose to play. Throwing on the far side, and it's going to be a long one. Certainly going to try and launch this in his Jack Robinson. And how Wrexham can defend this may well set the tone for some of this game.
Remember, this is against the wind as well, remember. So again, it's all about positioning.
Rain falling. Robinson's midway inside the Wrexham half as he launches it. Clara, it's all the way over Clara, and it's Kiefer Moore who's back there with a very powerful headed clearance. And infield again, it's Leonard who will go all the way back to Beadle, away to our right hand side. One of the young crop of English keepers, of course, Beadle, under 21 winner, and he gives it short to Iwata, who's on halfway. Had to wait for his moment. Leonard dropped in between the 2 centre halves.
It's an excellent run from Stansfield in behind there. Iwata's seen it, turned in. I think that's the opportunity to just play it with a little bit of quality down that right hand side.
Robinson chased down very quickly by O'Brien on that far touchline, gives it back again to Beadle and Clara, and they'll try and build from the back once more. Birmingham City, they've lost 3 of their last 5 in the Championship, only scored 7 goals as well throughout this campaign, and the majority of those coming in the second half, 5 to be precise. And if you want to be even more accurate, 4 of those have come after 90 minutes. So they're a side with plenty of fitness who certainly don't give up, whatever the situation in games. They've clawed back plenty of points already throughout this campaign. And keeping possession here with Robinson. Wrexham not really settling into the game as yet, and I mean, it looks like they're going to be the ones who are playing on the counter, Chris.
Yeah, you're saying that. I think Birmingham, have had a lot of the ball, but it's their own defensive unit that have got it. Wrexham are comfortable at the minute. You've got Kiefer Moore, Windass just sitting off, allowing Clara and Robinson to have it, and now they go as a team. It's perfect team play. This is exactly what you want. Can they force the error, regain the ball in the attacking third, and then take advantage of that?
Pake gives it back once more to Robinson, who's 7 or 8 yards outside his own penalty area. We've been playing here on TalkSport 2 for 9.5 minutes. It's Wrexham 0, Birmingham City 0. Reminder as well, we've got Premier League action tonight. That's live for you right now over on TalkSport. Bournemouth against Fulham from the Premier League. That's live and exclusive, so if you've got the TalkSport app you can switch between the two games. Here's Roberts cutting onto that favoured left foot of his. Roberts shaping to get the shot away, which he does. It's blocked at the edge of the penalty area, tries to win it back again, but Wrexham will now try and counter down that right hand side, but again with that wind assisting, there's too much on that pass over halfway, and it's picked up comfortably by Robinson.
Yeah, great quality down this right hand side. Iwata, as soon as he finds Roberts, I thought he could have got the shot away just probably a split second earlier. That gap just presented itself. You could see the goal. Make sure you ask the question there. Took that touch and then it was gone. Good defending in the end from Wrexham, shuffling across, making sure they're compact.
Do love to cut in from that right hand side onto that left foot of his, doesn't he? He's done it so many times during his time at Sunderland, of course, but on loan now at Birmingham City for the season. It would have been interesting to see him in the Premier League as well, but wasn't in the thoughts of the Sunderland boss.
Adam, just keep your eye on Lyndon Dykes, just finding those, little pockets for the 10, and they always try and look there first if it's on. His hold-up play, his link-up play has been very, very good so far. He's only had 2-3 opportunities, but he's kept hold of the ball. He's brought players in.
Yeah, it's interesting. Stansfield seems to be the further player forward, which is not how they have been lining up in recent times. Stansfield very much playing in the 10 as the back pass from Clara is dealt with by Beadle at the edge of his 6-yard box, then up to Cochrane. Poor touch from Paik on that far side, gives away possession immediately. Windass fighting hard for it. Needs a bit of help from Damari Gray to Birmingham City to win that ball back at the edge of their own penalty area. Lovely little turn then from Leonard, who feels he was fouled. Bobby Madley, the referee, not interested. It's clipped up over halfway as Stansfield tries to win it. Dykes gets a touch on it. Roberts controls it nicely inside the centre circle, but then it's a good foot in from Hyam to get it away, and again the wind playing havoc. Kiefer Moore gets this down though to Lewis O'Brien out wide on this left hand side. Chance for Longman to get a ball in onto his right foot. Longman bends one with his right foot and it's off the head of Leonard and behind and out of play for a corner to Wrexham.
Well, it's an excellent break, isn't it? Lewis O'Brien knows Longman's always going to be there. Way to pass was right. Longman, as soon as he gets 1v1, he's going to get at his man. Opens up the goal, hits the shot, good defending and then to put it over. But fantastic quality and pace in the break there from Wrexham.
Here comes Windass out to this left hand side for Wrexham, so a right footed corner going to be swung in here by the former Sheffield Wednesday man. Bit of shoving and pushing inside the penalty area. Bobby Madley's got his eyes on it, goes to the edge of the box instead. O'Brien's there with his left foot, tees it up, and the bench shot is well saved by Beadle and palmed away only as far as Windass. Windass again onto his right foot, gets the shot away, deflected behind for another corner. Lovely passage of play, and that original shot was comfortably saved in the end as it was drilled in from that far edge by Ben Chief. It is another corner.
I've got to say it's Leonard with the header away there. Fantastic block, but good quality. Beadle got his hands to it but got it away from the area.
Windass is in again, good header! And poked home inside the 6-yard area to give Wrexham the lead, and it's Dobson the goal scorer from close range. He was heading goalwards and he managed to get a final touch inside that 6-yard area, and it's a perfect start for Wrexham in the Hollywood derby, and the racecourse is on his feet. Dobson from close range. It's Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 0.
Well, it's an excellent ball in, isn't it? It's kept alive, and then Dobson's just alive to the second phase, running across the face of the goalkeeper, just gets that little touch. But you see all the pace was on the ball itself, just steered it into the back of the net. Fantastic goal.
Wrexham with the perfect start, all built up from the pressure around those set pieces as well. The initial effort from Windass, of course, and Sheaf too. Longman as well. So early payoff for Wrexham. They've got themselves in front here. It was really a towering header from Cleworth that was heading goalwards before Dobson got that touch. Important touch as well to give Wrexham the advantage here. Clara wins the header down this right hand side. Stansfield tries to get the cross in, comes out towards Roberts, who doesn't get there first, but Iwata at the edge of the penalty area. We know he can hit one, and drifts this ball into the penalty area. Damari Gray on that far side will try and do what he can do before Cleworth will put the ball into touch on that far side. Terrific stuff from George Dobson. 50th start for Wrexham tonight. Most possession won as well for them this season. He's been a real tyrant in the middle of the park, and it's his first season in the Championship as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what it's all about. You know, I think good players around him. He's got that fitness. He can go and tackle, picks up great little areas as well. But in that transition, he can keep the ball. And like you say, if he's bringing goals to the game as well, it's fantastic. But Wrexham have been in this position many times already this season. 7 points dropped from winning possessions. It's about managing the game in the right way now, using the ball. Like you say, nothing changes. The game plan stays the same. Birmingham have to take necessary risks now to try and get back in the game.
Well, you consider that Hull and the two Sheffield clubs have conceded more. The challenge for them would be to try and keep a clean sheet. There's only been one so far in this campaign, and they'll desperately want one tonight. They're in the box seat here on TalkSport 2. Quarter of an hour gone. Wrexham 1, Birmingham 0. Longman short towards Sheaf in the middle of the park. It's lost, picked up by Leonard. Leonard then will switch play to Cochrane on that left hand side, and Cochrane with an opportunity to maybe bring it forward here for Birmingham City. Drops it into Robinson, and now to Clara on this right hand side again. They'll just find Roberts, and then it's back towards their own penalty area. Beadle's there, and at the moment Birmingham just struggling to get out their own territory.
But they're playing the safe option all the time. Leonard had an option to play Peck there forward, take 3, 4, probably even 5 Wrexham players out, but he passes back to Robinson, so you've got to start all over again.
Well, Roberts has just tried to play a long pass out to Damari Gray, but in this wind that's kind of held up and fallen about probably 10-15 metres short of the intended target. Not really playing the conditions well so far, Birmingham City. Clara down this right hand side. Iwata just over halfway, back infield to Clara again, all 6'3" of Clara as he turns away once more. The Austrian, born in a town that only had 5,000 inhabitants, of which he of course was one. He's gone on to have a very sturdy career. He's certainly a big lad at 6'3". They've got a couple of big lads, Neumann on the bench as well. He's 6'3" too. They stand out, that's for sure. Cochrane gets the ball in across the penalty area, and it just evades everybody. No one really challenging it or trying to go in. It wasn't a bad ball from Cochrane, but
I have to agree, I don't think it's a bad ball at all. But like Lyndon Dykes is playing in the 10, Jay Stansfield's in there between both centre backs at the minute, so you've got to pick your, can you go into the feet, can you go into the body of Lyndon Dykes, who's finding those little pockets.
Wrexham keeping up their record of scoring in every Championship game. Got a terrific XG conversion rate so far this season. They've not had too many shots, but they've faced an awful lot as well, so you know that they will come under pressure at some point or another. But not at the moment from Birmingham City. They're not troubling them too much because they're just happy to keep the ball in and around halfway. Clara has it on this right hand side, to the feet of Iwata, and again back to Beadle. I think Beadle may well have had the most touches of any Birmingham City player so far in the opening 18 minutes of this game. They trail against Wrexham here by 1-0. Ball forward to halfway. Roberts is there. A little touch off to Leonard, who's just running out of play and ends up trying to slide a ball forward, but it's straight to the feet of Okonkwo away to our right hand side, who so far in these opening 18 minutes, Chris, has been untroubled.
Yeah, he's been very, very comfortable. Again, Birmingham playing well into the middle third, and I think just the wrong pass from Leonard. Can he go into the feet of Stansfield? Can he go into the feet of Roberts here? Even Dykes, rather than trying to play it down the side, down the channel.
Yeah, not a really front foot performance so far for Birmingham City. We know they like to keep the ball, they like to have a lot of possession, but at the moment they're a goal down and not often going nowhere apart from backwards. Right down in front of us here at the racecourse ground. Oh, that's a pull back pass, intercepted, chance for O'Brien, a really good save by Beadle. You'd also say maybe O'Brien should have done better from about 8 yards out. Here's Longman, he's on the charge in the penalty area, and his pass was poor as he tried to find Dobson, and it's cleared away. That should be 2-0.
It should be 2-0. O'Brien as well, fantastic, reading it, setting the trap, going in there, blind pass, wasn't it, from Leonard round the corner. It was never on. Robinson shouldn't be playing it in there anyway. Iwata's always the outlet, but like you say, Lewis O'Brien onto it like a flash, gets away from Clara. He just has to lift it over Beadle, and the Birmingham goal there. Good save in the end.
He was 2 goals, 3 assists already for Lewis O'Brien. Most he's ever had in a season is 6, to be fair, is in terms of goal involvements. and he's almost there already. He's playing as almost a second number 10 in behind Moore alongside Josh Windass, but has been very effective in recent weeks, that's for sure. Damari Gray on the far side. Short he goes, picked up by Cochrane again. Here's Robinson up towards halfway. Clara's out wide to this right hand side, and it's gathered up once more inside the centre circle by Robinson. He's going to Cochrane. Cochrane looks to go forward now to Damari Gray. Well, Ian Roberts yet to really influence the game. Into Lyndon Dykes, little layoff to Paik. Paik looks up and he's got Clara to the right, bypasses Leonard, finds him 10 or 15 yards inside the Wrexham half. Now on to Roberts. Roberts on his left foot will give it short into Leonard, edge of the penalty area. They try to work the ball through, but again they go back and sides to Robinson and to Cochrane. Cochrane will find Clara.
They're moving the ball quick enough, but this Wrexham side, without the ball, everyone knows the responsibilities. Dropping in, I tell you what, Longman, outstanding.
Yeah, he's just dispossessed Iwata on halfway. Wrexham get it back. Here's Ben Sheaf, signed from Coventry. Lovely ball out to the right hand side. Kabora with a chance to take his man on, and he does. Cochrane runs beyond him, or tries to, and in the end commits the foul, and the free kick goes the way of Birmingham City in the left back position on that far side.
Well, straight away, Kabore against Cochrane. He's tried to run him there, fantastic defending, just got his body between ball and man. As soon as he felt any contact, he went to ground. Kabore, I don't think you even have to take him on there. If Cochrane's not coming to you, can you deliver? Can you put something in the box?
On loan from Manchester City, cost them £4 million back in 2020. Has had other loan spells, the Burkina Faso international, Luton and Troyes as well. He looks a real, you were very impressed with him at the weekend, weren't you?
Very exciting. Every time he gets the ball straight away, you can just feel the tension in here. He's so direct, ask questions, can go right, left, use both feet, predominantly on the right, but it's good quality coming into the box. And if you don't, he drives into the box himself and take opportunities.
Keith Moore's flick on is cleared by his former Sheffield United teammate. Of course, they were together last season. Jack Robinson. They were together, of course, in that playoff final where they suffered defeat to Sunderland. And he puts it into touch on that far side for a throw to Wrexham midway inside the Birmingham City half. Almost at the midway point of this first half. You're listening to TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL. Oh no, well, that's unbelievable. Issa Kabore on the far side has just been squashed between Cochrane and Damari Gray, and the referee has just waved his hands and said that's not a foul. We'll get Chris's view in a moment, because Stansfield's up the other end trying to get a cross in, and they'll have a throw by the corner flag away to our right hand side, Birmingham City.
Well, I don't know how Bobby Madley can't give that. He got crushed between two, and then I think Cochrane had a swipe at the legs as well. It's a free kick all day long.
Well, I was mildly speechless at that moment. I wasn't sure what to say, given that it was the most ridiculous decision by Bobby Madley. He put the ball between the two players and went to run between them, and absolutely became the meat in that Birmingham City sandwich. But Bobby Madley not having any of it.
This is excellent from Wrexham. Without the ball, putting the pressure on, forcing Birmingham back. They have to be braver within possession. Can they see that pass? Can they execute it? Be a little bit more creative in that attacking third.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Damari Gray, it was a long ball over the top that Damari Gray has taken down. Kabore's gone in with a challenge, has won the ball, and Bobby Madley has decided that it's actually a free kick to Birmingham City on that far side. He's just made two absolute howling decisions in the space of 90 seconds.
Yeah, I've got it wrong again. He's up to speed, his position in his right has to be better. Excellent from Kabore, putting the pressure on. Great ball in behind, I've got to say. Damari Gray asking that question. Good little bit of quality, but Kabore was up to it, and I thought it was a good challenge in the end. But we're going to see this challenge again on your little monitor.
Well, here comes the free kick on that far side for Birmingham City. It's level with the penalty spot, out wide on the left-hand side. It's the furthest part of the ground away from us here at the racecourse. Right-footed, this ball's going to be swung in. Clara, it will always be an obvious target. Dykes is in there as well. Leonard's working round the back post. It's towards Dykes. Okonkwo goes down and has to concede the corner.
Well, I think he had to get the contact. I think it took a slight contact. It was coming in with pace as well. So he's seen it late. Okonkwo just steered it for the corner. Fantastic reaction.
Here's the corner. and it's going to be delivered on that far side. Cochrane's going to do an out-swinging left footer. Almost 24.5 minutes played. You're listening to Talk Sport 2, your home of the EFL. Wrexham 1, Birmingham 0 at a windy racecourse ground. Cochrane by the corner flag, waiting. Referee Bobby Madley just observing, and I think actually he's now going to tell him to wait, because there is a bit of pushing and shoving going on inside the penalty area, which Madley wants to deal with, and they're going to change the taker at that point. And it is Mark Leonard who goes out, and he's going to go for the in-swinger this time, which with the wind kind of makes sense. Really.
Of course it does. I'm surprised he wasn't out there straight away.
It's on the Birmingham City left then, so it's a right-footed in-swinger coming. Leonard over the top of it towards that back post. Clara was waiting, Dykes went down, and in the end it's cleared away by the left boot of Ben Sheaf, I think, who got it forward that time. Or was it Longman? No, it was Longman with the clearance. And as far as Beadle, he'll launch it towards the far edge of the penalty area. Kabore was there, but Cleworth goes up for the first header. Windass with a knockdown. Dobson gets it on its way. Keith Moore on a charge against Robinson down that right hand side. Wins it on this occasion. Now he's got support coming. Windass is there. O'Brien's in the middle. Tries to get it into O'Brien. Excellent takedown from O'Brien. He's immediately fouled, was he? No, says the referee. Leonard from behind. Looked like he had his hands all over him, but the referee says no. Kabore on that far side. Back again once more to Dobson. Infield to Sheaf. Sheaf and Dobson exchanging passes, and Wrexham go back inside their own half, and will show a little more patience in the build-up coming in from this left-hand side. On halfway, Cleworth's ball forward. Dobson down that right-hand side. Kabore's on the charge again. Damari Gray's back there and will shepherd it out of play, and it'll be a Birmingham City throw, level with the edge of their own 6-yard box away to our left-hand side.
Well, we've seen there that Keeper Moore has the legs on Robinson, and like you say, fantastic ball in from Windass as well. Great touch at the edge of the box from Lewis O'Brien. It would have been a soft one, I think, if it was given a free kick to Bobby Madley. In my opinion, he got that one spot on.
More EFL action coming your way on TalkSport 2 over the weekend. Tomorrow lunchtime we bring you the game from Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday taking on Coventry City. Frank Lampard's Sky Blues, of course, been very impressive so far. Second in the championship table they sit, so that game is live for you tomorrow lunchtime, right here on TalkSport 2, as our EFL coverage continues across the weekend. And the derby against Southampton, that's live for you from 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on TalkSport 2. We've got you EFL covered throughout the day tomorrow. Coverage kicking off at 10 in the morning, of course, before we get into the live football from 12:30. Here's Robinson bringing it out from the back for Birmingham City, who trail here by a 1-0. 27.5 minutes on the clock. Wherever Ryan and Rob are watching, they'll be very happy with what they've seen so far from this Wrexham side. Then it goes down under the challenge from Sheaf. Referee plays the advantage because the ball's at the feet of Patrick Roberts, who's roaming across the turf here at the racecourse. He's still got possession out wide on that left hand side. Cochrane's there now to Damari Gray. Gray comes infield to the feet of Paik, and then it's back to Robinson on halfway. Clara to this right hand side. Good pressure again from Wrexham. The system, the shape is causing Birmingham City problems.
Yeah, as you know, I think without the ball on the front foot, Windass and O'Brien playing as like 2 10s in behind Keeper Moore works really well without the ball, stopping those passes into the likes of Leonard and Lyndon Dykes there. Paik as well presenting himself, but it's a difficult one. But they've got to be brave when in possession, a lot braver than they are being.
Lovely ball over the top to try and find Damari Gray that time, but he was offside, and it will be a free kick for Wrexham, a couple of yards outside their own penalty area away to our right hand side. As I mentioned earlier, Birmingham City just one shot on target in their last 3 away games, and I don't think we've had one tonight yet, have we?
No, we haven't, and this is with as much as they have the ball. The whole point of having the ball is to be creative in that attacking third, so just take a little bit more risk.
Keith Moore with a flick on. Kabore on that far side tries to go beyond Damari Gray again, but this time Gray gets the foot in. Scorer of that 99th minute equaliser for Sheffield against Sheffield Wednesday on Tuesday night at St Andrews. Damari Gray, first goal for Birmingham City since his return. The previous one was in 2015, so 10 years between his goals for the club. He's got some defending to do here. Throw in on that far side for Wrexham, level with a penalty spot. Comes out towards the edge of the penalty area. They're looking to try and work it in once more. Bit of pressure being put on that far side, and in the end Doyle was offside, and then was O'Brien in the end that flag was raised for, and it will be a free kick for Birmingham City. A couple of yards inside their own penalty area, but out on that far touchline, and I think Beadle, I can't decide between them who's taking it. I think Robertson's going to leave it for Beadle, and eventually play will be restarted. No urgency, 30 minutes gone, Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 0, and here's Chris Iwelumo.
Yeah, just another opportunity for Wrexham to put the ball in the box. We've got 5-6 players in there. O'Brien, you know, with the intelligence that he's got, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to kind of show to go in behind and then come to feet there, but he's offside. Has to be better.
More Premier League football for you tomorrow lunchtime as well. Don't forget, we've got Leeds against Tottenham. That's our TalkSport exclusive on game day from 12 o'clock. Great run here from Damari Gray. Edge of the penalty on his right foot. And finally a shot on target that Okonkwo has to save and palms away for a corner. The shot from the edge of the box after good build-up play from Gray. And it was a comfortable save for the keeper.
Yeah, a little step from Lyndon Dykes. Fantastic quality. Damari Gray onto it. Skipping past 1, 2, 3 challenges. Manipulates the ball, brings it onto his right, and then just fires it at Okonkwo's right. Fantastic save from the Wrexham goalkeeper.
There we go. 75% possession so far from Birmingham City. Here comes the corner from the far side. Leonard swings it in, and Okonkwo has to punch, which he does. There'll be a corner this time down the right for Birmingham City, so you would expect Cochrane to swing in the left footer on this occasion.
Yeah, great corner from Leonard there. Putting it right on the money, making Okonkwo have to make a decision, but the right decision he made, come and had the contact as well.
Here comes the corner. Cochrane will swing it in for sure with his left foot. He'll be looking around that back post. You can see Clara's in there. Dykes trying to peel away but looks impeded. Clara comes with a run to the near post. He's tracked all the way by Kiefer Moore, and it will be another corner on that right hand side for Birmingham City.
Well, taking responsibility. I did think it came off Clara there. Bobby Madley positioned to the kind of run about the penalty spot, but yeah, Kiefer Moore taking responsibility, going all the way with him.
Cochrane again to deliver, 2 on the edge of the box. Does go direct again, right into the middle. Kiefer Moore gets the header away. Windass then helps it clear on the half volley from the edge of the penalty area, and Beadle will get across to it on the far side, and I think Beadle's going to take the throw. Is he going to take the throw? No, he's going to leave it. So he's gone all the way across and then doesn't bother.
Now with the quality that Josh Windass has, I'm surprised he just puts a foot through that there, because he's seen that he's going to have a wee bit of time, and he's got the composure and definitely has the quality that he can just play Kabori in. He's got so much room for error for the pass.
This is TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL. Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 0. As things stand, two of the glamour clubs in the Championship, of course, with the famous owners and the promotion last season, and what was a compelling battle in League One that Birmingham City ended up winning quite comfortably, but Wrexham joining them for yet another promotion, of course. Kiefer Moore on that far side finds Josh Windass, goes all the way back to Cleworth here, right edge of the penalty area, right-footed ball forward. The initial attempt to the flick on by Moore was missed, and it's gathered up on that far side by Paik, and Paik has it just inside the Wrexham half into the feet of Dykes, laid off nicely, but Damari Gray is in a bit of a race on that far side with Kabore, and it's Okonkwo that will clear it away, and it will be a throw to Birmingham City on that far side, and the ironic cheers as Bobby Madley confirms the decision. And I think that's the general feeling, that Wrexham have been a bit hard done by, and then they get a free kick, and the cheers even a bit louder second time round, you feel?
Yeah, I think he's had an okay game, to be fair. He's picked up some great positions, but he's just, like you say, I think it's important that he has to kind of get in around it there, Bobby Madley. I think he's rushed over there. What was the reason? Was there a reaction, was he, when Roberts was Paik was on the ground?
Yeah, he did seem to intervene fairly quickly. I wasn't sure there was too much of an issue, but we are back underway. Remember, it finished 1-1 here last season, of course, after that 3-1 victory for Birmingham City when the game was played at St Andrews in front of all the Hollywood superstars. Interesting ties coming up for Both of these sides, of course, after the international break. Birmingham have got some decent games, really. Hull at home, and an away game at Preston and Bristol City, which will be a real challenge, and then Portsmouth and Millwall at home. Birmingham against Millwall is always an interesting encounter, of course. Well, Wrexham have Stoke away, Oxford at home, Borough away, Coventry. So a real tough run of fixtures coming from some of those sides that are up and around the top of the Championship. On that far side, Kabore, play on, says the referee. Kabore cuts it back. Here's Windass inside the box. Tight angle, gets the shot away. It's blocked by an outstretched boot at the edge of the 6-yard area. Damari Gray skips past one challenge, tries to go past the second, and at that point, Issa Kabore steps in and picks the loose ball up.
Yeah, Wrexham have been outstanding, I think, with and without the ball. Keeping it there, that defensive unit, a little bit interplay, and then the ball gets fired into Kiefer Murray, holds up, links up with Kabore, and then that quality comes in. Windass in the box. End product, that's what you want.
Longman's giving it away. Roberts in towards Stansfield, 25 yards from goal, but again, it's a good intervention. The hard work of Sheaf and Dobson being rewarded in the middle of the park as Wrexham win it back and atone for Longman's error. Yeah,
they've built up a relationship very, very quickly. Sheaf and Dobson just see the danger. Dobson there knew the challenge was coming, made sure he was there, the ball was coming, got into that space to intercept it. Fantastic quality.
Well, I think as we said earlier, it's no surprise that the transformation and the pickup in some of Wrexham's results, particularly defensively, have come since Hyam, Sheaf, Kabore have come into the team.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Longman's on the charge down this left-hand side, goes down. It's going to be a throw-in on this near side to Wrexham. Sheaf's just got that Championship experience. I mean, the one worry when you look through the numbers, never played more than 31 Championship games in a season. So he's quite injury-prone at times, which I think why Coventry were, in this instance, happy to take the money for him. It's a pretty good deal for them. As Windass tees up, Dobson again fires one in that's blocked at the edge of the penalty area. Drove that in from 25 yards, low and hard, looking for his second goal of the game. Here is the aforementioned Sheaf, out wide to that right-hand side. Cleworth's there, joining in the attack. Kabore into the feet of Windass, you feel. No, Windass points him back towards Dobson again, and this time it's Wrexham who are going to go back inside their own half and take their time before building yet another attack, with Cleworth away to our right-hand side, pushing forward to Okonkwo, and his ball is lifted into the Welsh night sky, and it gets caught up in that wind again, and in the end Iwata's there to see it back to Beetle.
It was a great ball from Iwata, under some pressure as well from O'Brien.
Sheaf, brilliant, gets away from two challenges, crunching challenges as well. He was almost met once more by the feet of not only Pate but also Leonard. Did well to evade the challenge, yeah, I think.
Got straight up as well, chasing the ball. That's what you want. But he's got that composure, just quality on the ball, but as we've just seen, he can go and challenge as well.
7 minutes remaining in this first half on TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL, of course. 500 live commentaries throughout the season across our TalkSport network, culminating in probably slightly better weather in the USA in July with that World Cup final, of course. One way to go till then, plenty to be decided. It's been a big week of football across the network. Champions League, Europa League, we've got it all for you, and more to come this weekend across the EFL and the Premier League too. Lyndon Dykes on halfway, does well, gets Damari Gray, and he's just beaten to the return ball, and Wrexham pick up possession again inside their own half, and they've been very impressive in this opening 45 minutes.
Well, I've got to say, it's a fantastic ball from Jack Robinson up to Lyndon Dykes, but he's got to be stronger.
O'Brien on the charge from halfway, left-hand side. Longman, edge of the penalty area, on his right foot again, goes to the edge of the box. Dobson's there, drills the shot. Beadle punches away. Moore tries to get to the rebound, and in the end, Damari Gray will clear it away from the edge of his penalty area. Headed forward again, this time by Doyle. Offside flag is up. Well, Windass, I don't think was in an offside position. I think he was saying that Kiefer Moore maybe went for a ball when he was in an offside position.
I've got to say, it's excellent defending as well. Dobson gets a shot away and Kiefer Moore's onside. He goes for the rebound, but it's Cochrane that comes across and intervenes. Switched on.
It's been a very good 45 minutes from Wrexham, that's for sure.
You'd have wanted it more, Adam. Picking up second balls. Phil Parkinson will be the happier manager, of course.
Plenty of attacking threat as well. Still remains goalless, by the way, in the Premier League. I think between Bournemouth and Fulham, that's live right now on TalkSport. And if you don't have the app already, what are you playing at? Because it's well worth getting for great video content as well. Really simple to get a hold of. Download it from your app store, and then you can flick between games. You can look at our schedule of commentaries, and you can also see some of our fantastic on-demand video content as well. So get yourself the TalkSport app. It is well worth it. On the far side, Cabore's there. We're heading towards the final 5 minutes of the first half. First championship game of the weekend, of course. Plenty more championship action coming your way, as that's clipped down that right-hand side. Clouth's the furthest play forward, does brilliantly, gets it off to Windass, wants it back. Cabore's made a charge. Instead, it's going to be Windass down that right-hand touchline. Just holds the ball up, feeds it back. Now Dobson's going to put the ball into the box, surely. He does, too much on it, and straight out of play, away to our left-hand side for a goal kick to Birmingham City.
Yeah, but it's great play down that right-hand side. Clouth, Cochrane, Windass, you know, it's fantastic. You know, when you're thinking about Cochrane was under a little bit of pressure there, the cross came in, Dobson just put that too much on it. I think you just got to hang it, try and find Kiefer Moore every opportunity. He will keep it alive, go for goal or put it back into that area.
Well, we've already mentioned tomorrow lunchtime, Sheffield Wednesday against Coventry, and then tomorrow afternoon, Derby against Southampton, live on TalkSport 2 from the EFL. Another championship game for you on Sunday too, Ipswich against Norwich at 12 o'clock. That's our live commentary on Sunday. The Tractor Derby, it's always one that is fairly hostile in atmosphere, and it's at Portman Road. It's 12 o'clock Sunday here on TalkSport 2. Do not miss it. Brilliant takedown from Sheaf. Judged the ball in the wind excellently as it held up, but then possession given away by O'Brien to Pape. In now to Leonard. Iwata deep inside their own half. Birmingham City looking to build and maybe launch another attack before half time, which is about 3.5 minutes away. Clara again, the press. Moore, Sheaf, O'Brien, Windass, all there.
But the press was good, but all Leonard has to do is roll his man and just open up, and then you've O'Brien, Sheaf are all ahead of the ball, and that's when you try and capitalise. That's when you've got great overloads.
Leonard's one of those players who obviously look incredibly impressive during his time at Northampton, and you just see that he's usually full of confidence. But is it a confidence thing that's stopping him doing it, or
it's not what's safe? It's a safe option. Iwata's the same. Everything's going back.
But do you go safe when you've not been in the team and you're finally given an opportunity?
Of course you do.
You're like, well, actually, the one thing I don't want to do is give the ball away.
Exactly.
But he's in there surely to try and make things happen.
Showcase exactly what you're about to the manager.
Damari Gray in short to Leonard again, edge of the centre circle. Back to Cochrane.
Better.
Now Leonard turns, runs, gives it out wide to the left-hand side. Paik is there, gets the crossover, evades everyone, comes to Longman at the back post, and he has to clear and take evasive action.
It's much better from Birmingham. Turning in the centre of the park, getting it out wide, end product coming in. Fantastic defender from Longman as well, under a little bit of pressure.
Good from Robinson, sees the ball back to Beadle. Plays the ball first time. Funnily enough, Beadle, 38 touches, that's another couple more. About 40 odd touches in this first half. Robinson, Clare and Leonard all top the tree in terms of touches in the opening 45 minutes. We thought Beadle would be up there, and he certainly is. There is Leonard again. Here's Roberts to Robinson. Robinson coming towards halfway for Birmingham City. That back line seeing an awful lot of the ball. 43 minutes played. Wrexham leading by a goal to nil. Dobson's close range header is what separates these two sides. Diving header from Longways, giving it away again. Leonard out wide to Iwata down this right hand side, onto his left foot. Iwata swings it towards that back post, comes down to Damari Gray, who gets the shot away, and he just fires it over the top of the bar. Tight angle but close in. You'd have hoped he'd have hit the target.
Well, he'll be disappointed with himself with the quality that he's got there. Damari Gray, fantastic ball in from Iwata. There's a little bit of pressure on Kabore. Kabore falls, great little touch as well, and he just opens up the goal, doesn't hit the target. I think he's got Okonkwo beaten as well.
There was a thought from Wrexham that there was a bit of a shove when Damari Gray took it.
There was definitely contact.
But Bobby Madley again, not interested. Okonkwo then with a goal kick into the final minute of this first half. Half time, we will look ahead to that game tomorrow lunchtime between Sheffield Wednesday and second place Coventry City, as well as rounding up of course the action from the opening 45 minutes here at the racecourse ground, where the rain still continues, the wind continues to howl, But Wrexham fans won't mind that at all. They've got the advantage here. They lead by a goal to nil. Dobson's close range finish. Here's Doyle into O'Brien at the edge of the penalty area. Gets caught under his feet. Doyle's then out of position, and maybe a chance here for Birmingham City to take advantage. Leonard up to halfway. Damari Gray has it. Good challenge that time by Kabore. And it runs down this right-hand touchline for Clara. Gives it out to Iwata. Iwata infield. Looks like it's going to be another opening 45 minutes without a goal for Birmingham City. As we mentioned, of their 7 goals, 5 coming in the second half of games. Another blank 45 minutes. Down that left-hand side, Damari Gray just tries to skip away, and he makes the foul. And it's going to be a free kick for Wrexham.
Yeah, silly one from there from Damari Gray. You know, especially when having a wee bit of momentum, getting the ball into that kind of final third as well. You can see frustrated body languages now. That's where they have to have that impetus. Make sure there's leaders out there. If it's a challenge, a bit of quality. Heads are down at the minute for Birmingham.
2 added minutes at the end of this first half then. Okonkwo with this right near the edge of the penalty area, away to our right hand side. He's got this goal kick, or this free kick should I say, after Damari Gray's foul. Looks for Kiefer Moore. Flick on comes, Windass is there, but it wasn't off Kiefer Moore. It was definitely off the head of Jack Robinson. Interesting to see as well that Moore seems to be steering clear of Clara and very much going up against Robinson.
Surely he should follow him all the way though, just switching all the time. I'm sure Robinson will be up for the challenge, but Kiefer Moore's won majority if not all.
You know, they might be one of the first that Robinson's won. Attempted cross by Kabore, and it's going to be another throw on that far side, which Kabore will take for Wrexham, in short to Windass, who's battling hard against Damari Gray, his opposite number, the 2 10s in the corner going at it toe to toe. Kabore on that far side, Damari Gray's in again. Last few seconds of added time at the end of this first half. Throw in on that far side for Wrexham, level with the edge of the Birmingham City penalty area. Can they find a second before the break? Headed away in the end by Cochrane, and Bobby Madley I think will say enough is enough, and he does. He points to the tunnel, and standing ovations all round for the Wrexham players. An outstanding first 45 minutes. They have the advantage as well here against Birmingham City, courtesy of the goal from George Dobson. It was Cleworth's header into the 6-yard area, and Dobson with the final touch to turn it home and give the advantage to Wrexham. Not much from Birmingham City, plenty of possession, but not really making much of it. Maybe one save from Okonkwo in the half, and that travails on the road seem to be continuing. Chris Iwelamo alongside me. Wrexham go in then with the half-time advantage, and very, very hard to argue with it as well.
No, definitely had some other big opportunities to add to that score line as well. But I've got to say, I think Phil Parkinson will be absolutely delighted. I think his Wrexham side have been creative. I think used the ball very, very well. Went out there and won their duels, their first contacts, second contacts, and in that transition used the ball very well. Birmingham have had a lot more of the ball, but it's all that defensive unit just playing into the holding midfielders, keeping possession. But the whole point, I think they've got to use, and they're going to have the one second half as well. They score most of the goals second half, so I'm expecting a massive reaction from Chris Davies' Birmingham side, because they've not been at the races at the minute.
Well, we saw with the stat just before the half-time break, the touches in this game. I mean, ridiculous numbers of touches for the Birmingham City backline, including the keeper. It has been too comfortable. You can have all the ball in the world, but if you're not going to try and hurt your opponent, does it not become a futile exercise?
Yeah, but this is what Chris Davies wants for his side, to have a foothold and use the ball. But what Wrexham are doing, saying, okay, as soon as they come into that middle third, that's when Wrexham go, that's the trigger. They go and press together, they set the traps, and when it's blatantly on, and it has been on a number of occasions, when Clara and Robinson probably taking too many touches, go back to Beadle, that's when they go and they press, and they've actually won the turnover a couple of times in that first half as well. But Phil Parkinson will have to set them up and be ready for a reaction. Birmingham do like to have a lot of the ball, but they've got to be creative with it. They've got to be a little bit more aggressive, forward thinking with the ball.
I've seen Wrexham a few times already this season. By far and away the best 45 minutes of football I think I've seen from them. Not only with the ball, but without the ball. I mean, in terms of the shape and everyone understanding their jobs, to a man, they've been excellent.
Yeah, and I think that's only going to get better and get stronger. A real understanding, everyone's taking responsibility, dropping in, stopping passes into attacking players. But in that transition, you know, I think Dobson and Sheaf have a great understanding. Now Sheaf will like to go, and on occasion Dobson finds himself there as well. He's had a couple of opportunities where he's put some great quality into the box. The shot that he had as well, it's been great. So at the minute, Paul Parkinson, he'll be asking for very much the same again, performance second half.
Not to be too negative about the likes of Lyndon Dykes, because you know he's tried to influence the game. Only his second start since February. He's clearly not someone that Chris Davis in the past has felt offers something. They are a little bit hamstrung by injuries. I mean, is there an argument to say having Stansfield as your focal point and maybe the likes of, I don't know, Tommy Doyle or someone in there playing in that 10 role where they can influence the game with their quality of the passing might be a better option, or do you think they need that physical presence of the centre forward?
Well, I think they're going to need the physicality, especially in this second half as well. It just gives them an option. I think Stansfield might drop into the 10 second half, and Lyndon Dykes tries to stretch the pitch, winning second balls, going winning zero duels, bringing players into play, but he's feeding off scraps. You know, he's picking up great little pockets. He's wanting the ball, and you can see the frustration. Stansfield is always playing on shoulder, looking for the ball in behind, and how many times he's turned with his hands up in his ears, up in the air, asking with Cochrane and Iwata. They have to look forward. If it's on, can they play it with quality?
And we talk sometimes about that psychological thing, that if you're a player who's either not been given the opportunity or you've been in and out the side, so the likes of Dykes and Mark Leonard in particular, when you are given that chance, I guess you have two options, like you say. One is you go and you show and you make yourself undroppable. The other is that you have that little bit of fear inside you that says, I don't want to make a mistake, so I'm going to play cautiously.
Yeah, but it doesn't get you anywhere.
But that's what we've seen from Mark Leonard, hasn't it?
Yeah, look, definitely. I think he's presenting, he's wanting to get on the ball, but it's just the way that he receives the ball. He's coming to you straight. Open your shoulders up. Give yourself the option that you can just open up and take 2-3 Wrexham players out of play. Lyndon Dykes the same. Go and be aggressive. Throw yourself about, win headers, give free kicks away. You know, but it's one of those things. I've not really seen it. It's all very nice, tippy tappy, because they don't see too much of the ball, even though Birmingham have had so much of it. It's like, play forward. Clara, Robinson, it's on to play. The options are there. Pate wants the ball as well. They have to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more forward thinking, Adam.
Well, Birmingham City have gained 4 points from losing positions in the Championship this season. The last two between these two sides here have finished 1-1. Are we in for more of the same in the second half? You'll find out right here on TalkSport 2, where at half-time at the Racecourse ground, it's Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 0.
With a Travis Perkins trade account, you open the door to big trade deals every single month, right through October. Get canal floft insulation for only £27 per roll. Join the club and get this and other big trade deals this October with your trade account. Travis Perkins, doing what matters for the trade. All prices exclude VAT at 20%.
You want the look, clean, close, sharp, but you don't have time to play around. Meet the Pitbull X5 series from Skullshaver.com. Our best-selling shaver, now even better. Smooth blades, stronger motor, better grip, built for speed, designed for skin. No mess, no mirror, no drama. 90 seconds and you're done. Fresh, confident, ready. Pitbull X5 range by Skullshaver. Available now at Skullshaver.com.
Need a super strong adhesive that grabs instantly? Or an anti-mold seal around the bath? Fix All can fix that. All sealing, all bonding, all materials, all surfaces. You can do it all with Fix All. And now you'll want to fix even more with Fix All Rewards. Play to win thousands of instant win prizes. We could even fix you up with a hospitality experience at the PDC World Darts Championships. Just peel off the sticker on promo packs, enter the code online and redeem your points in the Fix All Reward shop. For bonding and sealing and great rewards, all you need is Fix All! T's and C's apply.
Bring your pensions together into one easy-to-manage online plan with PensionBee. Because when your pension is in a good place, you're in a good place. when investing your capital is at risk.
No! No, not this!
It takes all Dad's patience, Grand's rude stories, switching stations again, and a nice claims handler called Lewis from Allianz Car Insurance, helping to get the windscreen replaced to set off on a family road trip. All the car experts you need to protect all the things you care about. Search Allianz Car Insurance. Allianz, one of the world's largest insurers. To verify, visit allianz.co.uk/verify.
The moustache is calling. For years, people around the world have been united by the power of the moustache. This Movember, unite to take on mental health, suicide, prostate and testicular cancers. Come together, grow together, raise funds, save lives. Change the face of men's health. Sign up at Movember.com.
Right, what's for dinner tonight? Co-op's new meal range Served takes the hassle out of cooking. Choose from a selection of Italian-inspired mains and sides. And dinner is served for two. All for just £7 for Co-op members. Co-op. Owned by you, right by you.
£8 for non-members, ends 20th of October. Co-op group membership required. Selected products subject to availability. See co-op.co.uk/serve.
It's a stonking Saturday afternoon of live game day football on the Talk Sport Network. Larry Leeds go toe-to-toe with Spurs in the Premier League on Talk Sport, while Sheffield Wednesday take on Coventry on Talk Sport 2. Both games kick off at 12:30. It's a ginormous game day double on Talk Sport and Talk Sport 2.
NFL Live, Sunday night from 6 on Talk Sport 2.
That's a touchdown!
TalkSport 2 brings you gridiron grinding, touchdown tackling, full live commentary of the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Jets.
Looks over the middle, well protected, fires one deep right side for Garrett Wilson. He's got it inside the right pylon!
NFL Live, Sunday night from 6 on TalkSport 2.
It's the totally immersive football experience.
Right foot in, oh, what a goal!
EFL Live on TalkSport 2.
Windass is in again, good header! And Poto inside the 6-yard area to give Wrexham the lead, and it's Dobson the goal scorer from close range. He was heading goalwards and he managed to get a final touch inside that 6-yard area, and it's a perfect start for Wrexham in the Hollywood derby.
All the pace was on the ball itself, just steered it into the back of the net. Fantastic goal.
It's Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 0. Yeah, half-time scoreline then, Wrexham with the advantage after the opening 45 minutes. The Premier League game, by the way, over on TalkSport, goalless at half-time, and not too many chances apparently. You can listen to that via, of course, the TalkSport app by flicking between the two games, or of course you can listen to TalkSport on your digital radio as well. Teams coming or preparing to come out for the second half. In the meantime, we'll look at some more EFL action coming your way on TalkSport 2 this weekend. Tomorrow afternoon, our lunchtime offering is from Hillsborough as Sheffield Wednesday face Coventry City. Now, Frank Lampard's Sky Blues have impressed many as they sit second in the Championship table. And ahead of the game, our very own Ian Abrahams caught up with our fullback, Kane Kesler-Hayden.
Another 12:30 kickoff. You must forget what it's like playing at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, but they're going really well so far. So I think it's just another game that we're looking forward to. Obviously at 12:30, it's a quick turnaround with the games, and we're just looking forward to the game and hopefully can get a result.
You scored your first goal on Wednesday at Coventry at Millwall. You won 4-0. Everyone will say, right, you're going to Sheffield Wednesday, who have got a mountain of problems, which are none of your concern. Yeah. But you should win that game and go top of the table. So how do you put into your mind, right, we're going to treat this game exactly like we did the game at Millwall on Wednesday and the game last week with Birmingham?
Yeah, I think you seen when they played Birmingham in their last game, you know, they're still a tough opposition. I think everyone in the Championship is, and you know, we're not winning these games off the other teams being bad. It's off us sticking to our principles and, you know, going into every single game the same way, the same work ethic, and yeah, like I said, the same principles. And I think if we go into the game against Sheffield Wednesday like that, we'll have no problems. And you know, we know they're a good team. We got to respect them as well. But yeah, I think the lads are looking forward to it.
Can I talk about you for a minute? Much heralded, won the FA Youth Cup with Villa, then loans, which happened to a lot of players. And I was speaking this week to William Saliba about the fact when he went to Arsenal straight away, he was shifted out on loan. he came back and played for Arsenal.
Yeah.
But I've met a lot of players like you who then move away from the big club but want to get back to the big league.
Yeah.
Is Coventry this season your way of going, right, it may not have worked at Villa, but I'm going to play in the Premier, I will be a Premier League player?
I think, everyone's dream is to play in the Premier League. As a footballer, it's the best league in the world. And to get there, it takes, week in, week out, giving 110% to get there. And, I thought this was the perfect destination for me to come to take that step and to get there and play in such a good team, as you can see already. And long may it continue, hopefully. And, if it does continue, then, we don't know what could happen. We could probably make playoffs, go up, whatever it is, whether that's this season or, in the next few seasons. But I'm looking forward to it, and one day, obviously, I want to be back in the Premier League, hopefully.
And it shouldn't hold any fear. I mean, you smashed it last year at Preston. Young Player of the Year, because you're only young. Player of the Year, so all the old guys never got a look in. In that respect, you're ready and you're primed, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. I think it's been obviously tough here, tough start for me, myself, with obviously the competition that there is in the team. I think it's really good competition now. And yeah, when I get given the chance, I have to take it, and that's what I'm trying to do. And every single day in training, I'm trying to improve and become a better player, and trying to break into the team. And yeah, hopefully I can do that.
Kane Kessler-Hayden with his first goal for Coventry midweek in that 4-0 thumping down at Millwall. That's our game tomorrow lunchtime then. Sheffield Wednesday against Coventry from the Championship. Former Leeds manager Neil Redfern, part of our team. That coverage will start from 12 o'clock tomorrow lunchtime here on Talk Sport 2. We've got Wrexham out, just waiting for Birmingham City to arrive. It is week 5 of the NFL season, and Talk Sport 2 will be live at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this Sunday as the action comes to London after a great weekend in Dublin last weekend. The Minnesota Vikings hoping to bounce back after their defeat to the Steelers. They now face the Cleveland Browns with live in-stadium commentary from 2:30 this Sunday afternoon. We also have 2 further games to bring you on Sunday evening as the Jets face the Cowboys from 6, and then in the early hours of Monday morning the Bills take on the Patriots. And don't forget to keep across all of our NFL coverage. Make sure to check out the TalkSport USA YouTube page for all the latest exclusive interviews and content. Plenty of other YouTube pages as well. Don't forget the boxing one as well. If you like your boxing, there's plenty of fantastic content on there too. While we wait for Birmingham City to set up, quick reminder, Leeds against Tottenham is our exclusive Premier League commentary tomorrow lunchtime. And then from 2:30, Game Day Live with Adrian Durham, Troy Deeney and Dean Ashton will follow the big games across the Premier League and the EFL, including Arsenal against West Ham and Manchester United against Sunderland. While here on TalkSport 2 from 3, of course, it's Derby against Southampton. No changes, everyone present and correct. We are raring to go, and Bobby Madley, his positioning inside the centre circle is excellent right now, and he's ready to get us underway at the start of this second half, when eventually one of the backroom team, I think, on that far side makes their way back to the technical area. In fact, there's a lot of them who are still walking around the edge of the pitch from the Birmingham City entourage, shall we say. And boy, nowadays, is it an entourage?
Yeah, what's it, 12 men strong, isn't it there?
Yeah, and I think Dean Windass is saying, can we just get on with this? But Roy Madley's saying, I don't know what you want me to do. The Wrexham team I'll go through while we wait. A Conqueror in goal. Clear, Hyam and Doyle the back 3. Kabore and Longman the 2 wing backs. Dobson and Sheaf in midfield with Windass, O'Brien and Kiefer Moore. Up top for Birmingham City, Beatles in goal. Iwata, Clara, Robinson and Cochrane across the back. Pate and Leonard in midfield. Roberts, Stansfield and Gray and Lyndon Dykes up top for the visitors, who have a habit of scoring second half goals. And just 1 clean sheet for Wrexham all season. Will that change in this second half? Let's see. Stansfield on the charge towards the edge of the penalty area. Gone ahead of him is Roberts. Roberts with a chance. Roberts with a goal. And it's an equaliser for Birmingham City. And it's come less than 30 seconds into the second half at the racecourse ground. It's an excellent pass from Stansfield and a superb finish from Patrick Roberts. His first goal in a Birmingham City shirt, and it levelled things up. Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 1.
Well, it's an excellent goal, isn't it? Fantastic break. wanting it more, on the front foot, aggression. Jay Stansfield found himself in loads of space, probably 35, 40 yards from goal, driving. I'm thinking he's going to take the shot on. He even looked out to the right wing, and then he just played a fantastic ball. Roberts came central, and he's onside. But it's just the quality of pass, and then the composure of Roberts in that position, 1-on-1, just slides it to the right hand side of Okonkwo. Excellent goal. What a reaction.
Hadn't scored a goal since the 10th of December, Patrick Roberts, but he's on the target here for Birmingham City. Excellent finish.
Another second half goal. Unbelievable.
Indeed. 1-1 then. Kabore over the top, looking to try and find Windass, who was on the charge. Stansfield takes it down, running a little bit of space. Gray, back to Paik. Leonard.
Can I say, from a Wrexham point of view, the start of the half, you're against the wind, you make sure you kick it as big as you can, you get yourself up and you play in the right areas. It's so important there.
It is. Forward it goes. O'Brien, not the best of first touches, almost took it away from him, just inside his own half. Here's Cleworth. They'll have to regroup now, Wrexham, after such an excellent opening 45 minutes, but much more intent and tempo to this Birmingham City performance at the start of this second half, and we're only 2 minutes in and you can already see a marked difference, although Clara's decided to go back to the first half plan. I think Iwata on the far side. Roberts tries to flick it down the line. It'll be a throw on the far side for Birmingham City, right by the technical areas.
So I think someone has to take responsibility there and say to Clara, you know, when it's on, to go forward.
Here's Dykes charging through, right edge of the penalty area. Dykes cuts it across towards Jay Stansfield, almost landed with him. Roberts tried to get there, and in the end Leonard, with a good foot in and challenge, takes the ball away from O'Brien and out on the far side for a throw to Wrexham.
Well, I thought that was an opportunity for Patrick Roberts as well to go and get that loose ball. He kind of was stuck on his heels a little bit, but fantastic challenge from Leonard on O'Brien.
Really bright start for Chris Davis's side to this second half. Whatever was said at half time, it certainly had an impact, as it has done quite a few times this season. Clara's ball forward, up towards Stansfield. Kiefer Moore with the header, and the flag is up, I think, and it will be a free kick for Wrexham just down in front of us here, who started this second half incredibly sluggishly. So many pats on the back maybe after that stunning first half performance, but we're back to parity, 1-1 on TalkSport 2, and we've been at it for 3.5 minutes. Here's Okonkwo with the free kick, 7 or 8 yards outside his own penalty area. Lime green attire for Okonkwo tonight. Beadles all in blue away to our right hand side. Just trying to win it on that far side is Roberts, 15 yards inside his own half, dispossessed by the ever busy O'Brien, who just stretches out, can't keep the ball in play, and it's a throw for Birmingham City on that far side. We mentioned it, 4 points picked up from losing positions in the Championship so far. Only Southampton and Leicester have gained more. Something's worth remembering as well, and I think it's quite bizarre that every time that Birmingham have been in the same division with Wrexham, the last 3 times they've won promotion that very season. There's kind of strange omens that look around, although Chris Davis has played all of that talk down, of course, but whenever they are in the same division, it always turns out to be quite a good campaign for Birmingham City. A long way to go, all the way till May. EFL here on TalkSport 2, of course. We'll be following the story, and if it does turn out to be a big campaign for them, we'll be with them, of course, every step of the way. Cleworth, edge of his own penalty area for Wrexham, into the feet of Sheaf. Sheaf right-footed, tries to play the ball up this near side towards Kabore, but it's easily intercepted. Paik finds it and then goes back to Robinson, and now Clara under pressure from O'Brien, but he has to move the ball quickly this time. Roberts is there, surely that's a foul. It is a foul, and it's a free kick for Birmingham City on halfway.
That's a foul, but you've got to look how deep Clara and Robinson are. It's really affecting the Leonard, Roberts, Paik in front. You know, the distance is far too great, so that's where they've got to be a little bit more aggressive. They've got the wind behind them as well, so step up. That allows Roberts to go and put a little bit more pressure on, because there he's half and half, he's in no man's land. So getting that information, knowing that his defenders are Water, it would be right behind him, he can go and then put pressure and help the likes of Lyndon Dykes, Jay Stansfield.
Wrexham did get that win in the Carabao Cup here, of course, against Reading, which Phil Parkinson was pleased to get a first victory here of any sort, but a League One would be most welcome. They've got defending to do here. Pake towards the edge of the penalty area. Gray down this left-hand side for Birmingham City. Onto his right foot. Teasing ball. Dykes gets there first with a high right boot, but puts it wide and out of play.
Why is he going with the right boot? It's an outstanding ball from Damani Gray. Has to go with the head. All the pace was on the cross itself there as well. Lyndon Dykes gets his right boot to it, but it's in line. It's the same height as where his head would be.
Wait, it was a header he had to throw himself at, wasn't it?
No, you throw yourself at it, of course you do.
That's what it needed with the pace. It just needed diverting. I could see you doing that. I had this vision in my head. As soon as he went in with his foot, I thought I could see Big Chris going with his head.
Oh, broken nose, broken eyes. You go put your head where it hurts if it's going to end in a goal.
I can see.
You can see.
The broken nose. This all right. The surgeon's done a good job to put that all back together, my friend.
Good
Handsome
recovery.
as ever. O'Brien lays it off, trying to work the right-footed shot. It's deflected in the end as he was trying to put it through there. Was Longman out of play on this near side for a throw to Wrexham, level with the edge of the penalty area.
See, he does that so well, Longman. He just comes in, he can get the shot away, he can find a player. I thought it was the right option to take the shot on.
Well, I think we had a problem there with two balls being on the pitch, which is not helpful. Well, he's not happy with the ball, actually, is it? Oh, no, having a drop ball, it hit the ref. Which is unfortunate for Wrexham. They're in a good position.
Yeah.
And it's allowed Birmingham City to regroup and set themselves here. Down this right-hand side. Kabore has just given it short. Then it's Windass coming in to join in the fun with Cleworth as well.
See, I still think Kabore has the opportunity to put a cross in. You don't have to beat the man every time. If he's not putting pressure on you, you can get your head up, look in the box, give Kiefer Moore the delivery he wants.
Here comes the throw. It's going to be lobbed in this time down this right-hand side by Callum Doyle. All gathering in and around the 6-yard area. It's probably level with the edge of that 6-yard box down this right-hand touchline, right in front of the visiting Birmingham City supporters. And it's an easy header away for Cochrane at the near post. Only out as far though as Sheaf. Doyle will pick up the loose ball. Here's Issa Kabore in the centre circle. Happy to go back to Okonkwo. And now down this right-hand side, it's Doyle again. Left-footed pass has gone early. Out to the far touchline, just held up in the wind. Comes down to O'Brien. O'Brien then slips it out wide to the left. Not the best of passes to Longman because it was easily read by Iwata. And now Roberts up that far touchline. The man who's pulled Birmingham City level in this game. But it's had a play for a throw on that far side.
See, it's not bad from Longman. Linking up very well there with O'Brien and then asking that question in behind. Just there's so much room for error. I think Lewis O'Brien, he has to put a little bit more on it. He's going against the win as well, although it has calmed down a little bit.
Ball safely back with Okonkwo, almost closed down though by Stansfield, and Cleworth plays around in the penalty area comfortably. Gives it to the left boot of Hyam. Hyam up over halfway. Keitha Moore with a knockdown, but it's straight to the feet that time on that far side of Iwata. Forward it goes. Roberts and he try to combine on that far touchline. They win a throw for Birmingham City midway inside the Wrexham half. We're 9 minutes into the second half here. Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 1. Roberts cancelling out the goal from Dobson in the first half, making it one apiece. Throw for Birmingham City. Iwata not happy, I think, with the options available to him on that far side. Bobby Madley tries to hurry him up. Roberts then flicks it on, and it's easily cleared away for Wrexham up and over halfway. Bouncing ball is left by Robinson, who finds Cochrane. Cochrane then volleys it forward. I always find it quite alarming when I see centre-halves allowing balls to bounce.
I don't understand why he did.
Golden rule.
Yeah.
You're always taught.
Just go put your head on it.
Just deal with it, yeah.
As soon as it bounces, it's the attacking player, offensive players in favour.
Well, also when a ball bounces, you've gone from that clear opportunity to power a header into the direction. But the moment it bounces, all of a sudden, you're just asking questions and you lose that momentum of the ball. But very, very bizarre.
Well, there, Kiefer Moore's got to be stronger as well. Ball comes into the chest. He's waiting for the contact from Robinson to go down. Bobby Madley's well aware exactly what he's trying to do there. He's not going to get that.
Kabore's been fouled here by Leonard. An attempt to take a quick free kick by Windass has been prevented by Leonard, who decided to lay on the floor a little longer, and Bobby Madley refused to allow play to continue. So we are now back underway. Wrexham have it on the far side. 10.5 minutes gone in the second half. 1-1 on TalkSport 2. It's Josh Windas's ball to this right-hand side is overhit. He was trying to find Kabore, but way too much on it for him. And it will be a throw down this near side for Birmingham City. Down left. Much better in the opening exchanges of this second half from the Blues, who are all in white tonight with a blue slash across the front. Very much looking nice, the kit. There's plenty of decent kits around as well, the style used. And that traditional red, fiery red of Wrexham. Birmingham have it on the far side, the right-hand side, deep inside their own half. Clara's there, goes wide, Iwata. Oh, dispossessed by O'Brien. I think he's going to be lucky and get a second bite of the cherry here. Is Iwata to get it back to Clara. And then right-footed Beadle over halfway. Good header forward by Hyam. Now Dykes will pick up the loose ball though on halfway. Dykes out wide to that right-hand side. Gives the ball forward again towards Dykes, this time Roberts. And then it's intercepted by Windass and then Moore and O'Brien now, and they're on the attack. Wrexham down the left-hand side. Longman's in here round the back maybe. Onto his left foot, looking to cut onto his right. Does go onto his right. Can't find himself a good shooting position. Comes out to Dobson. Here's Sheaf, edge of the box. Now tees it up for Cleworth, who crosses the ball to the far edge of the penalty area. Clara's there to head away. Back to Cleworth again down this right-hand side. And now a chance for Kabore. Onto his left foot, no. Now he thinks about his right again. He will cross eventually. It's low. More, there's a potential handball there. And that was off of Robinson. And again, the assistant probably had a slightly better view than Bobby Madley. And he just gives the corner.
I think even if it hits the hand there, you know, Keeper Muir's right in front of him, he gets the touch. He can't do nothing about it. You know, he's basically they're side by side, less than a foot away from him.
Here's the corner, no, down this right-hand side. Going to be delivered again, left-footed, but there's a few issues going on inside the box as ever. Referee Bobby Madley just going to have a word. Here comes the left-footed cross, away to our right-hand side, deep towards the back post, and Clara comes out under his own goal with the header, and there's a little shove inside the penalty area, and it will be a free kick for Birmingham City, which Beadle will take away to our right hand side. Yeah, it does come off the chest of Robinson, actually, looking at the replay. His arms are tucked in, just grazes across the front of him. So,
like you said, good defending, just making sure he's marshalling Kiefer Moore all the way.
Sure, you said the wind had died down and it stopped raining a few minutes ago. I just got splattered with rain all over my face a few moments ago as it continues to weave in. Wretched night for football. However, as things stand, one apiece here, and these sides have adapted accordingly. Almost up to 59 minutes. Okonkwo inside his own box under pressure from Stansfield. Dykes closes down Cleworth, but they break the press quite easily and get it up to Windass, who I think has bought that free kick there, to be honest with you. A challenge from Pake. He went down very easily, Windass, having lost control of the ball.
Yeah, he showed a little bit too much. Pake was there. I thought it was a good contact, strong challenge, but fair. But the referee, Bobby Madley, good position again.
Yeah, it's fairly dramatic falling down by Windass. Here's Cleworth down the right-hand side. Dobson, scorer of Wrexham's goal, just inside the Birmingham City half, just moves the ball across. Then lovely left-footed ball to O'Brien, who tries to flick it onto the feet of Kiefer Moore, but it's well identified by Birmingham City and they get it clear. Stansfield up to Damari Gray, but that's better from Kabore defensively. He stops Damari Gray in his tracks and then looks to build it out from that left-hand side for Wrexham again, with Moore coming to collect on halfway.
Well, it's not a bad ball.
Brilliant. Lovely turn by Moore. And then the ball forward to Lewis O'Brien just runs out of play.
Yeah, just that final bit of quality as well, just on the pass. Damari Gray, fantastic running behind, great ball from Stansfield as well. I think he's just got to run. He's got to run his man. He's trying to bounce it in off Lyndon Dykes. Wrong pass, wrong decision.
Half an hour to go. Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 1. TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL. On a Friday night, we are back here again in a few weeks' time. Halloween Wrexham at home again. Coventry the visitors that night. Yeah, I'll be here, don't you worry. Frightening the locals, given it's Halloween. Well, saying that, I've got Courtney Sweetman-Kirk with me. So she'll be the treat if I'm the trick, I suppose, is the way to look at that one. Dug myself out of that one again, didn't I?
You did.
I mean, I said nothing about her arriving on a broomstick that night, given it's Halloween, of course. Out of play, and I notice you're not here, so I'm guessing you must be off scaring somebody. Throwing on that far side for Birmingham City. No, it's actually for Wrexham, should I say, at the edge of the penalty area. It's got a bit quiet now since the goal. Neither side really carving open any clear opportunities since that equaliser within the first 30 seconds of this second half. Clara gets it back and it's picked up by Robinson, closed down by Kiefer Moore. Just inside his own half. Decent ball over the top actually for Stansfield to get onto. He keeps it alive but can only just put it to Callum Doyle because there was no other Birmingham City player in the vicinity. Roberts closes down Doyle and forward they come.
But why wasn't there? You know, I think it's a great ball in behind from Robinson. Jay Stansfield, willing runner. Patrick Roberts has got to be up there supporting.
Talking of winning runners, I mean it's a bit like trying to take on a giant on that far side. O'Brien against Clara, and to be fair, Clara has just held his hands out with his long reach, held O'Brien off and finally got the clearance away, which I think says a lot really. It's like in a boxing match, you know, when a boxer can use his reach, because that's all just Clara's done to O'Brien there to keep him out of the way, because it was looking like a really promising position for Wrexham. They've got another one here as Dobson works it to Doyle. Doyle in towards the edge of the penalty area. Mistake from Clara this time. Kiefer Moore then just can't get the ball under control and loses out. And now it's Doyle once more on his right foot, looking to come across with it. 10,669 here tonight, of which there are about 1,200 away supporters. So that's gone into the penalty area. Kiefer Moore goes down, claiming he was being held and wants a penalty. Bobby Madley in a really good position, just waves it away. Substitution being prepared for Birmingham City on the far side right now as Dobson picks it up. Back across it goes to Sheaf, left hand side for Wrexham, on the attack towards the edge of the penalty area. Here it comes again with Doyle. Doyle's done well, clips away on his left foot. Again towards the edge of the box, still going here. Doyle around the outside, gets the ball in, and Clara has to put it behind. And that will be a corner for Wrexham on that far side.
Yeah, it's been a bit of reaction from Wrexham, seen a lot more of the ball. Doyle, good quality as well. Using the ball well, end product, making Birmingham have to defend.
Right-footed corner. So Windass will swing this one in on that far side. Plenty of red shirts in and around the penalty spot. 4 or 5 of them in fact. Sheaf is lurking at the edge of the penalty area too, as the cross comes in from Windass towards the back post and evades everyone and out of play. And I think this will give Birmingham City the opportunity they desire to make a change. And indeed, they will make a substitution. Let's to see who's going to depart here. I think it's going to be Roberts. No. No, it's Lyndon Dykes. Kyogo Furuhashi is the player that's coming on. Not had the greatest of starts to his Birmingham City career, I think it's fair to say. The numbers don't make pretty reading.
Yeah, but you know what you're going to get from Kyogo, who I think willing runner, chases everything, hold up play, link up. He gets himself into positions, creates spaces for other, and yes, you know, a player I know very, very well. His goal return isn't great, but when he gets going, trust me, he will score goals.
Hasn't scored one since he was at Celtic. After his 6 months at Rennes, it was a terrible period. He's coming into the... He's quite impressive in his time up north, of course.
Yep.
6 missed big chances so far. No goal from 11 shots.
I don't think that one should have been taken off from that first game of the season as well.
Yep.
Ipswich, was it? I thought he'd done very well there, but again, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yep. Disallowed. You're right, it was a good start, wasn't it? But when you're investing that kind of money in this division,
no, you're spot on.
You expect a kind of instant return, don't you? I mean, they've invested some money in forward players as well, Birmingham City. I think it's fair to say, with Stansfield as well. Here's the throw from Cleworth down this right-hand side. Down the line it goes, flicked on by Keithan Moore, but no one's beyond him. Comes down to Sheaf. Oh, just gets over the ball, Sheaf, then manages to get it to Dobson, though, who finds O'Brien, who's on the charge towards the edge of the penalty area. Longman arriving, onto his left foot, onto his right, teasing on the far side, gets the ball over. There's a lot of height on it, and in the end it's headed out, in by Kabore, and then out once more, and then Pake's there to try and get it away too. And it will go out for a corner. I think the Birmingham City defenders are sure that got a goal kick, but Bobby Madley's having none of it. Corner, which Windass will take on the far side.
Again, that ball being allowed to bounce in the 18-yard box. Fantastic play from O'Brien and Longman down that left-hand side. Good quality coming into the box for Kabore to keep alive.
66 minutes on the clock. 1-1. Right for the ball in from Windass, and Beadle punched it, or attempted to punch it, didn't get any contact. Sheaf back into the back post. Doyle knocks it down towards Moore, appeals for a handball again from the supporters more than anything behind the goal. Bobby Madley not even looking in that direction as he steps away. And again, once more, Kabore will try and plough a furrow down the right hand side, but Sheaf instead goes diagonally towards the edge of the penalty area. Clara's in there with a good foot in, and Cochrane down this near side will think about bringing it clear for Birmingham City. Here he is again on this near touchline, and forced back by the presence of Josh Windass. And now Clara will pick it up from Beadle, and they'll try and come from the back again as we reach the midway point of the second half here on TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL. We've got more live games for you across the weekend. Tomorrow lunchtime, Sheffield Wednesday against Coventry. Tomorrow afternoon, it's Derby against Southampton, and then Sunday lunchtime, it's Ipswich against Norwich, and the track to Derby from midday. Got your EFL covered, of course, as we head into the international break, but we will, of course, bring you some EFL trophy in midweek, and then also we'll be in League One a week on Saturday. So while the international break is on for some. Here's Stansfield towards the edge of the penalty area. Decent run by Kyogo down the right hand side, and he puts the ball across the edge of the 6-yard area. No one coming in for Birmingham City in the end. Damari Gray picks it up. Cochrane swings it towards the back post. Arriving again was Roberts, couldn't quite get a touch. Longman was there, and the ball goes out of play for what will be a corner to Birmingham City.
Well, you've got Beadle going long when you've got Jay Stansfield and Kyogo up top, so straight away it's about first contacts, winning second balls. Kyogo was onto it, but the pace, I think Kyogo's got better quality than that, rather than just firing the ball across. There's no one there, no one can get up to speed as quickly as that. Damari Gray should be anticipating that rather than being reactive there.
Celtic fans weren't happy when he went to Rennes, were they? But short stay in France for him. And here's a chance for he, maybe, or anyone from Birmingham City to get themselves in front in this game. 1-1, corner, far side. Cochrane, left-footed, swinging it in. Edge of the 6-yard area, evades everyone and almost comes round the back to Damari Gray, who was arriving. It literally missed them all and bounces out of play in the end, but real danger there for Wrexham. They got away with one.
Well, it's an excellent ball in from Cochrane. What I will say with Damari Gray is trying to go with the feet, the foot there, the outside of the right foot. I think he's got to go with body, he's got to go with head. He's getting marshalled by Kabore very well though, but it's just about making contact with the ball. You're a yard from the goal line.
Sheaf is going off, and I think Windass is going off too. So we're going to see Nathan Broadhead come on for Wrexham. We've seen Matty James come into that midfield as well, and we're also going to see a double change, I think, for Birmingham City too. And we wait for the numbers. Damari Gray is coming off. Keshi Anderson's back from injury, and he will come on. And there's only one number showing up on that latest board from fourth official Sam Allison. So we wait to see who else is coming off. Anderson's the one who's gone out there with the instructions to the players as they make this switch, and it's going to be Patrick Roberts that's coming off as well, and I think Kumas may well be the player who's coming on. And a double change then for Birmingham City. That's 3 subs gone for them, and yes, Kumas is on. So he'll replace Roberts on that right-hand side. Keshi Anderson coming out to this left-hand side. And Okonkwo away to our left will have the goal kick for Wrexham with 20 minutes remaining. Matty James here has gone into the midfield, of course, in place of Ben Sheaf. And Broadhead going in Windus's place in that front three alongside Lewis O'Brien. Throwing on the far side then for Birmingham City, midway inside their own half. 20 minutes left in this game for either side to try and find a winner. Oh, it's going to be another 1-1 draw over here in the Welsh hillsides. And it's picked up again, right-footed and volleyed forward from in that midfield area for Birmingham City by Leonard. Keshi Anderson's chasing after this one on the near side, but out of play. Cleworth takes the throw quickly, picked up by Kabore. Here is Dobson. Dobson's got Matty James alongside him, but he goes and finds Callum Doyle instead. Out wide on that left-hand side, Longman's waiting, but Doyle goes direct over the top. Kiefer Moore's chasing after it. It's judged by Robinson in the end quite well. Paik will pick it up and Clara will clear from the edge of the Birmingham City penalty area. Over halfway, headed down comfortably by Hyam, and then given back once more to Okonkwo, who finds Cleworth on this near side. He will go a little more direct up to halfway. Lewis O'Brien flicks it on. Kabore back into O'Brien, read by Robinson, and then Cleworth puts it into touch on this near side under pressure from Stansfield, and it will be a throw-in for Birmingham City.
Yeah, it's great quality from Cleworth though. It's a fantastic little ball, just clipping it over the head of Paik into O'Brien. Ball has to stick. Information from Kiefer Moore as well. Can he turn? Can he find Nathan Broadhead inside him as well?
Well, Stansfield just tried to gain 10-15 yards before dropping the ball for Cochrane to take the throw. Bobby Manley just telling him he's having none of it. I think the Wrexham fans were happy to point out that it was being taken in the wrong place. There's Anderson who goes down at the edge of the penalty area. It's helped on its way that time by Kumas. Right edge of the box, Iwata is there. He's got options coming. Paik at the edge of the penalty area, but Iwata again just delayed, and in the end it's had a play for a throw on the far side. Ryan Sessegnon scored for Fulham over on TalkSport in the game against Bournemouth, our exclusive Premier League game this Friday night. So Fulham find themselves in front there. We've been the goal pig so far here. 1-1 as things stand, but finally a goal in the game on the south coast. Bit of frustration from those around us. Desperate for Wrexham to get hold of the ball. Because at the moment Birmingham City have it again. Leonard. Forward it goes. Here's Stansfield on the charge. Lovely ball slipped into Kumas. Kumas gets it across the face of goal. Cleworth is there, gets a touch on it, and he needs the assistance of Issa Kabore to get the ball away because Kyogo was about to pounce.
It's all Cleworth could do. It's fantastic quality. I think it's great defending as well. Knew exactly where the danger was. Stopped the ball, got the contact in, knowing that there was Wrexham players, Kabore round about, that's going to come and get that second ball.
Clara gives away the free kick midway inside the Wrexham half. 16 minutes remaining. 1-1. Going to be taken on that far side. He might need some Strepsils in the morning. Here's the free kick. Okonkwo is going to take it. As I mentioned, we are right in amongst the Wrexham fans here at the racecourse ground. Open-ended, of course, away to our left-hand side, where there will be a stand erected and a decent area put into place. At the moment, it's a car park and a TV compound. Throw it on that far side. We are packed to the rafters tonight, as I mentioned, over 10,000 in. Good travelling support from Birmingham as well on a Friday night in fairly wretched conditions as well. Doyle left-footed ball over. Kiefer Moore with a flick on. O'Brien goes up. Wins a good header against Paik that time. And it's half cleared deep into Wrexham territory. In fact, it's still bouncing as Cleworth's going to just let it run out of play and then take the throw for Wrexham, level with the edge of their own 6-yard area. And Bobby Manley is telling him, you will take it from there, before he's even stepped forward a little. He goes short to Dobson. Down the line, Cleworth. Nodded down by Paik. Picked up in the middle of the park this time by Broadhead. A couple of goals in recent times. First, of course, in the Championship against Leicester in midweek for Nathan Broadhead. Record signing for Wrexham. A couple of record signings out there, of course. Stansfield, a record signing for Birmingham City. Keshi Anderson back to Cochrane. On halfway, here's Robinson. Birmingham keeping the ball well and a little further forward than they were in the first half, and that's making a real difference.
No, it is. I think using the ball, moving the ball with pace as well, but Robinson and Clara definitely stepping up into the opposition half, which makes it easier as well. They can go and affect it.
Stansfield tried to turn that one round the corner. Wrexham trying to break away with Dobson. Stansfield's there again to pick up the ball, clips one over the top towards Kumas, who'd advanced and was trying to break through the Wrexham back line, but again it's well defended by Wrexham. Picked up here on this near side by Cleworth. Again Dobson has it midway inside his own half into the centre circle. Matty James is there, and it's Broadhead, the two substitutes combining. Broadhead goes back to James once more. And now down this right hand side here is Dobson. Shift of play. Kabora on the charge, maybe taking on Cochrane. No, just delays. Goes short. Now a chance to deliver for Dobson, but he instead goes wide to the right hand side. Cleworth is there, and they'll take the throw instead.
So I'm going to have to compliment George Dobson, Matty James, always scanning, opening up, receiving it in the right way. But he has to have end product there. Dobson in a great position. Can he put it in the box? Don't turn it down, overplaying when there's no need.
Well, he's just put that one in the box, all on the ground and straight to the feet of Beadle. The quality wasn't there with that final ball from George Dobson that time.
Yeah, but if it's constant, you've got Kiefer Moore, they're gambling all the time. Now they don't know whether there's not enough movement in the box because they're thinking, is the cross coming in or not? When you've got wide players, it's deliveries, end product, you know that you're gambling all the time to get across the face of your defender.
Still searching for that first home win of the season then, Wrexham in the Championship. So used to winning at home they have been over the last few seasons. This place an absolute fortress. Couple of defeats last season, that was it. And yet to record a full 3 points. Maybe a chance here. Broadhead towards the edge of the box. Kiefer Moore then tries to take it under control, but loses out that time to Iwata. And now down the right hand side they come forward with Kumas. Kumas' ball to Stansfield. He kind of gave up on it because he knew it wasn't getting anywhere near it. Tommy Doyle is ready to come on for Birmingham City on that far side, probably for Leonard. I would have thought into the middle of the park. We'll see whether Stansfield's got much more running in him. Maybe that will be the key here. Here's Kiefer Moore through the legs that time of Clara, who just blocks his run, but Bobby Madley says that he was comfortable with that. Clara then on halfway forward, striving forward now. He just absolutely clashes into Doyle, and he'll stop it for a head injury, I think, here to Clara. And I think that's what Bobby Madley's saying. As far as he's concerned, he had no option there because Clara and Doyle kind of clattered into each other, and it was a bit of a clash of the titans, really.
Yeah, I don't think it was a free kick. Doyle just stood his ground. Clara was just running, not real great control on the ball. I think he's winded there, Clara, rather than it be a head injury.
No chances being taken by Bobby Madley, but I think Jay Stansfield needs some treatment, so this potentially could have an impact on this final substitution that's coming from Birmingham City. And actually Stansfield's gone down and he's taking the opportunity to pull all of the players over for a conversation. This season they seem to have given up on the goalkeeper doing it. They did this against Coventry last week. Stansfield went down injured, they came on and treated him. It allowed Chris Davis to give his team talk, and then you watch who substituted. So there's no impact from him going down and having to leave the field of play because it will be Stansfield that goes off.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, it does make sense. It's devious and it's bending of the rules, I would say, but they'll get away with it. Of that there is no doubt. Wrexham have taken the opportunity as well to have a quick brief, and oh look, Stansfield's up and about. Let's see this substitution then, and let's see who goes off. Doyle is ready. Oh, look at that. Jay Stansfield is the player that goes off.
He called it.
I mean, I know we do routines on the training ground, but this is a classic.
It's a loophole.
They did it last week against Coventry, and they've done it again today. Doyle's on. Stansfield's departed. I wonder if Bobby Madley's fallen for it though, or Bobby Madley's going to say that's fine, but Doyle can't come on yet. Nope, he's letting Doyle come on. 10 minutes to go. They always find a way. 1-1. Saves the keeper going down. Away to our right hand side, which we saw so much of last season. And here's Okonkwo with the ball at his feet. edge of the Wrexham penalty area. Last 10 minutes then. Let's see if we can get a winner in this game and separate these two sides and avoid yet another 1-1 draw between them here at the racecourse ground. Longman does well. He uses his long arm just to see Kumas off the ball and to the ground, and Doyle will take the throw midway inside the Wrexham half on that far side.
Yeah, good defending there from Longman. I think Kumas has to be stronger. You know, he's got the legs on Longman there, he's got in behind. Good defender in the end.
Throw over the top. Robinson's let it bounce again and eventually gives it back to Beadle. Pressure from O'Brien, and it's forward in the end from Beadle. Header won by Hyam from just at the edge of his own penalty area. Well, Issa Kabore has gone and met that ball first time in the centre circle, and he's played it backwards by about 45 yards and out of play at the edge of his own penalty area.
Yeah, I think it was just very reactive there, wasn't it? He's just trying to make a contact, probably try and help it on, but the connection just wasn't great at all. Turned his own defence.
More substitutions coming for Wrexham, but a throw in on that far side first, which Robinson will take for Birmingham City, level with the edge of the penalty area on that far side. Throw in. They are the kings of late goals this season. Robinson launches it into the box. Clara tries to get there first. Pate tried to get there, who's now hurt himself, and they've actually made they've made 4 substitutions across that 3, and now there's a counter on here down this right hand side. Kabore, early ball in, first time is over the top of Broadhead, comes to Kiefer Moore, who drills it, takes a deflection, and it's going to be a goal kick, not a corner. Well, that certainly looked like it took a flick when Kiefer Moore hit it.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I think it's a good ball from Kabore. I think Nathan Broadhead has to throw himself at it. You know, basically just, it's an excellent ball in, just try and get a connection, and then Kiefer Moore, you just got to get your body over it and make sure that you work Beadle in the Birmingham goal there.
It's going to be a triple change for Wrexham on that far side, but I'm not sure it's going to happen just yet. I think we're going to get the goal kick from Beadle first, away to our right hand side. Certainly James McLean is one who's coming on. I think Sam Smith over there as well, amongst those substitutes preparing to join the game, as right-footed Beadle gets it a long way forward, headed away again by Hyam, who's been strong and fairly colossal at the heart of that Wrexham defence. Now down this right-hand side, Kabore just loses out. Maybe Barnett will come on for Kabore, who goes to the ground under the challenge from Keshi Anderson. Referee says play on. Kyogo with a shot, and he scores! And the offside flag is up immediately against Kyogo, and it won't count. And it's probably stopped Bobby Madley from needing an escort here. There's a yellow card there for Kumas, and it looks like there's an injury potentially here to Hyam for a moment, but Keshi Anderson, as he managed to barge to the floor Kabore, and the referee said play on, that would have been a controversial moment.
I'm not too sure. I think Keshi Anderson puts the shoulder on Kabore there. I don't think there was a foul. I'm just waiting for it to come up on the monitor, because Kyogo's offside was very, very tight. I've got to say, the linesman, when he's looking across, he sees Kyogo first, but I'm looking at it now on the monitor, he's definitely in an offside. Yes, he is offside, spot on, good decision.
Well, we've seen he can finish, just doesn't count this time. Waggle of the finger from Kyogo, but the assistant on the far side was there early. Hyam's up and about, and it looks like he's going to be okay to continue. They do have this triple change prepared, so I think they'll just make sure he's all right before that happens. It will be a free kick for Wrexham, level with their own penalty area, or level with the edge of that 6-yard box, I think, in the end. Bobby Madley says, well, they're not going to make the change just yet, so we shall wait. I think Ryan Barnett's one of the players coming on, so maybe we'll see the last of Kabore. Okonkwo has taken that to Doyle. Doyle's just about managed to keep it in on the far side. That was a terrible pass. Bournemouth are 2-1 up against Fulham now in the Premier League. Let's turn around quickly. Oh, down the right hand side. Here's the attack open now. Kumas for Birmingham City. Right for the ball across. Kyogo's there again. It's palmed away by Okonkwo.
Get hold of it!
Well, he's done what he could with it because it landed just in front of him, but it's out to Cochrane again once more. Left-footed ball in, headed down and away by Hyam again. Helped towards Cochrane down this left-hand side by Pape that time. He'll head it back to Robinson on halfway. And they're just chasing shadows a bit here at the moment, Wrexham.
Yeah, but it's fantastic goalkeeping there from Okonkwo. Just gets down, makes sure he's thinking he's going to take a hit as well, but he gets there. Good strong contact, gets the ball away.
Well, those subs have been waiting for 5 minutes now to come on that far side. They are still waiting as Wrexham look to make 3 more changes. 1-1, TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL. It's short from Clara, into Leonard. Clara again to the right-hand side. Iwata's there on his right foot. Early ball in from Iwata. And it's cleared away again. Yep, you guessed it, by Dom Hyam. Little slip on that far side by Longman. And in for the challenge to try and win it and work hard. Oh, there's a foul there, surely. No, the referee says there's no foul. Kumas has just been upended, but the referee says no foul. Anyway, it's with Robinson. Sometimes football leaves me slightly perplexed. Well, referees, I think, generally leave me slightly perplexed. Here's Keshi Anderson cutting in onto his right foot. Anderson still going here. Good challenge from Dobson. Kabore's there and is fouled, and that will be a free kick. And now Wrexham will make those changes 7 or 8 yards outside their own penalty area.
Well, Keshi Anderson's had a proper go at Kyogo as well there. He's come in, Kyogo's looking to run behind. Keshi is wanting to bounce something off him. I think the ball's got to go.
Well, Dom Hyam is going off, which I think has probably come as no great surprise, given that he was just struggling a few moments ago. So Dan Scarr, former Birmingham City man, will come on to replace Dom Hyam. We're going to see Longman off, Kabore's going off, and we're going to see Barnett and McLean coming on to finish the game. Just a quick word on Dom Hyam. I think he's been excellent tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. I think good quality, makes things happen, but he's such a strong character. Wins his aerial duels and has quality on the floor as well. Fantastic defender.
Here's the free kick for Wrexham then. Midway inside their own half. Okonkwo gets it forward towards the edge of the penalty area. Moore wins the header, comes out towards Barnett on this near side. The substitute has just come on. Right-footed Cleworth will clip it forward. O'Brien down towards Barnett again, but Keshi Anderson picks it up. Pape will get it infield towards Tommy Doyle. Now it's back at the edge of his own penalty area. Robson's there, looks to try and find Clara. Does he know he cuts on the inside? Keeper Moore's almost robbed him off it at the edge of his own penalty area. What on earth was Robinson trying to do? Clara then just launches it forward down that far touchline. Almost an emergency clearance. Then James will find Doyle. Doyle gives it away to Iwata. Leonard clips the ball. Good ball in as well. Here's Kumas. Kumas cuts it back towards the edge of the box, but again Doyle's not there, and Kyogo was a little ahead of the play to try and influence and pick up that loose ball. Last 90 seconds of normal time on TalkSport 2. 1-1 it remains. Doyle with a challenge on Matty James concedes the free kick on that far side.
Yeah, the changes. Wrexham getting a little bit more of the ball. It's all about coming on, positive influence. It was all Birmingham really pushing Wrexham back, controlling the game.
4 times they've scored beyond the 90 minutes, Birmingham City. Can they make it 5 tonight? Well, we're not there yet, and they've got defending to do here as Wrexham go forward with Barnett down this right-hand side. Headed away from the edge of the penalty area by Cochrane. Helped on its way by Dobson, another who's been excellent in that midfield today. Down this near side is Barnett, back into Dobson once more, on his right foot, looking to come across. Short it goes, Scar's there. Scar will help on its way to Doyle in the centre circle. Matty James on the left boot, clubs it forward down that far touchline. McLean is chasing after it. Iwata's there. First touch, not the best that time by Beadle. And then there's a hand, is there, from Broadhead. The referee says no. Play continues. And it's back once more with Scar inside his own half for Wrexham. Clips the ball over the top. Moore would have been offside. The header from Clara. O'Brien helps on its way down that far touchline. McLean's going to try and get there. Iwata will get there first by the corner flag, runs it out of play, and it's a throw by the corner on that far side for Wrexham. Waiting for Sam Allison's board to come up with the added time at the end of this game. Here it comes on the far side, and there's nothing on it. 5 added minutes. And it's Birmingham City who have possession away to our right hand side. They are a dangerous side in added time. That's what we've seen so far this season. And at the moment, Leonard's running through with the ball comfortably. There's Pate. Out to Keshi Anderson on this near side. It's frustrated, the pass just a little ahead of him. There's no hands up, there's no apologies between him and Pate. There's just a dirty look from Anderson back at Pate.
I think he's got to get on the end of that. I think Anderson's wanting the ball to feet. Look what the space is. It's in behind Pate, playing in front. Shouldn't break a stride there. Anderson taking that touch, possibly first touch even into the 18-yard box, or well, in the direction of the 18-yard box.
Moore does well to get it down, just keeps the ball there in and around his person, so he then can work it to Dobson inside the centre circle. Dobson does well, slides the ball through, brilliant to O'Brien. Broadhead, McLean out wide on that left-hand side. There's bodies coming into the penalty area. We know that McLean's got a cross and a half on him. Instead he goes short here, and James will pick up the ball and goes all the way back to Scar. 90 seconds of the 5 added have been played. Here's Cleworth on this near side. Gives it again to Scar. Doyle looks a spent force, to be fair. And Scar's dispossessed at the inside his own half. It bounces to the edge of the penalty area. Okonkwo is there as Kumas was charging down to try and win it. Comes down to Keshi Anderson on this near side. O'Brien just gets across him to deny him getting possession, and Cleworth will go over halfway for Wrexham. Down this near side to Barnett. Barnett cuts infield. Barnett is still going back towards halfway. Dobson's there, gets it out to Doyle. Doyle on the charge, on the left foot, edge of the box, drills a shot. It's blocked by Clara inside the penalty area, and now they try to counter down that right hand side. He chases on for Iwata. He can't get there. Doyle will turn midway inside his own half, gives the ball infield once more to Leonard, and we've got 3 added minutes to play.
Again, Leonard had a opportunity that he can just turn there. Iwata drive forward, but he goes back, slows the attack down.
Robinson, left-footed ball swung out to the far side. Kumas is there. McLean gets the header though, but it's into no man's land, and Clara will pick up the loose ball just inside the Birmingham City half. Forward he goes with it. And now down this near side, it's Robinson to Cochrane. Cochrane, the fullback, then will tease and think about his options, and he goes to Pake, and there's Anderson back to Cochrane again. Pretty triangles, but no advancement, and we're into the last 2 minutes of added time. Here's Clara. Pake says just calm down. Clara goes into the centre circle to the right to Iwata. Ko goes down the middle. It's Kumas on that far side, loses out to James McLean. Ball's gone out of play, and it will be a throw to Birmingham City on that far side. 2 minutes to go on TalkSport 2, 1-1. Going to be left for Iwata to take the throw. Midway inside the Wrexham half. And Robinson is going to go across and take it. Birmingham City searching for another late goal. 4 already this season. 90 plus minutes. We are into the 94th. Robinson from the far side. Going to launch this throw forward. Clara's in there and clearly will be the target, and it's Clara. It gets towards Okonkwo does well. Now how quickly can he set Wrexham away?
Yeah, it's fantastic goalkeeping. But you got to make a decision. Are you happy with a point, or you want to go for the win? I think Okonkwo can set the attack off there. That's what you want. The defensive unit, the goalkeeper coming out, being dominant with his hands.
McLean short to Matty James. Matty James over the top. No one's there.
It's not a bad ball. He's got every right to have a go.
Beadle goes early, first time, launching it forward on that far side. Is it going to go out for a throw? It is, and it's a throw that Doyle will take from level with the edge of his own penalty area on that far side. We're into the final minute of time added on at the end of this game on TalkSport 2. 1-1 as things stand. It's another draw incoming between these two sides. Throw forward. It'll be the third in the last 4 games here at the racecourse ground between them. Keith Moore gives it short. Loses possession. Pake will pick it up. Keshi Anderson on this near side. Dying seconds of the game. Anderson on the charge. He's going to try and get the better of Barnett. Goes outside him. Pulls the ball back, and it's cleared away by Matty James. Over the top for Keith Moore to try and get onto. Who gets the better of Clara. Gets round him. Now he needs support. It's coming from Dobson. Moore has it on the far side. Goes back towards halfway. Here's McLean. And Bobby Madley says no more time to play. Puts his whistle to his lips. and ends the game with Wrexham on the attack in the 95th minute. And in the end, it's finished as yet another draw at the racecourse ground between these two sides. It was Dobson's goal in the first half from close range, cancelled out 24 seconds into the second half by an excellent goal set up by Stansfield and finished by Patrick Roberts. Chris Iwelumo alongside me. It's hard to say, Chris, isn't it, that this isn't probably a fair result?
I know you
and I think we said before the game, when the odds were being done, that a draw was probably on the card.
Yeah, you called it a score draw, didn't you? So yeah, I think it's probably right. I think both teams did have a couple of opportunities where they should be doing better. I think both managers will probably be happy with that. I think Phil Parkinson will be so disappointed conceding that early goal in the second half, just for the fact they were so dominant with and without the ball in the first half, really nullified any threat from Birmingham. And without Birmingham having to do anything, not a moment of magic, it was just sloppy, lack of concentration, and they concede off the back of it. Took them probably 10 minutes to react from that, but they did, and they started creating some opportunities in that attacking third. That's where then you look at Chris Davies, he'll be happy with the way his Birmingham side controlled the second half, got into the attacking third, had good product and good quality coming into the box, but again, just not that clinical edge.
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? And for Wrexham, that's another home game without securing a victory, which will frustrate. I mean, it's another point. Every point in the Championship's a good point. But the frustration for these supporters around us is it was a game they were in complete control of at half time. A moment's lapse, but actually probably on the second half made it a fair result because Birmingham were definitely the better team in the second period.
But you said Phil Parkinson, easy half-time talk to have. Birmingham are going to come out, they're going to throw everything at it, be ready for that, and they weren't. It's so disappointing. There'll be a lot in the debrief. I think there'll be a few harsh words being said, and rightfully so, because it's a game that they were completely in control of.
And for Birmingham City, I mean, it stops the rot. Those 3 away defeats in a row, their inability to score away from home. They actually looked dangerous tonight in that second half. Once they got past the kind of slow and ponderous build-up we saw in the opening 45 minutes where, their backline and goalkeeper dominated the players with touches in this game. Once they got the ball moving a little bit quicker in that second half, they looked a different threat. And I mean, does it provide a template for Chris Davies moving forward and actually have the possession, but do it with a bit of tempo?
Yeah, I think it has to. You're looking at that full defensive unit of Birmingham. Just be a little bit more positive, be a little bit more aggressive, step up the pitch, move the ball with urgency. What does it do? It creates space, but I understand, okay, the Championship is a completely different beast from League One. He wants them to be dominant with the ball, but it's about being creative with the ball. It's about getting into the final third. How many 18-yard box entries can you have? How many touches in the opposition box? How many times can you ask questions of the opposition goalkeeper? And I don't quite feel that they're there yet. Oh yeah, the second half was better. I thought they would have kicked on after they got that equalising goal, but it was okay. It was better, but that's how they should start games.
Finally, Chris, I mean, look, it's early days. These are two sides who've come up from League One. We've already talked about the expectation because of what they did last season, because of what Wrexham have done the last 2 or 3 seasons, because of the investment and aspiration of both sets of owners. Do you see either of these sides in and around the playoffs come May?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Adam, and the two squads, they've invested heavily. When these players gel and click, I think both have a real good opportunity to be right up there, because there's a lot of teams in the same position.
I thought you were going to sit on the fence for a moment then, but you did kind of commit at the end. I like that. Chris Iwelumo alongside me here at the Racecourse Ground tonight. An absolute pleasure as ever. Plenty more EFL commentaries coming your way this weekend across the Talk Sport Network. Tomorrow, 12:30, Sheffield Wednesday against second place Coventry. That's live from Hillsborough. Our coverage gets underway from midday. The game kicks off at 12:30. Neil Redfern, the former Leeds manager, is amongst our team on that one. And then at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Our second EFL commentary from the Championship that's not on UK TV, of course, is the exclusive coverage of Derby against Southampton, and the former Birmingham striker Cameron Jerome on the team for that one. And then, as if that wasn't enough, on Sunday afternoon at midday, we've got the Tractor Derby for you. Ipswich against Norwich at Portman Road. Again, kick-off 12 o'clock on Sunday. So big games from the Championship across the weekend here on TalkSport 2, your home of the EFL. Don't forget, we have got the Sports Bar Weekender from 10 over on TalkSport with Adam Cattrall and Jermaine Pennant. They'll be taking your calls on both of tonight's games in the Premier League and the Championship. The number to dial 03717 223344, and you can also send them a WhatsApp voice note with your reaction to the very same number. Coming up next here on TalkSport 2, it's live PGA Tour golf from the Sanderson's Farms Championship. But from Chris Owellamo and myself, Adam Bridge at the Racecourse Ground, tonight's Championship tie, the Hollywood Derby, has finished in a fairly unspectacular Wrexham 1, Birmingham City 1. Good night. And we are about to get underway, and the noise is about to be lifted inside the Racecourse Ground. Windass is in again, good header! And Poto inside the 6-yard area to give Wrexham the lead, and it's Dobson, the goal scorer, from close range. He was heading goalwards and he managed to get a final touch inside that 6-yard area, and it's a perfect start for Wrexham in the Hollywood Derby.
All the pace was on the ball itself. Just steered it into the back of the net. Fantastic goal.
Oh, that's a pullback pass, intercepted, chance for O'Brien, a really good save by Beadle. You'd also say maybe O'Brien should have done better from about 8 yards out.
It should be 2-0. He just has to lift it over Beadle and the Birmingham goal there.
Stansfield on the charge towards the edge of the penalty area. Gone ahead of him is Roberts. Roberts with a chance. Roberts with a goal, and it's an equaliser for Birmingham City. And it's come less than 30 seconds into the second half. Here's McLean, and Bobby Madley says no more time to play. Puts his whistle to his lips and ends the game with Wrexham on the attack in the 95th minute. And in the end, it's finished as yet another draw at the Racecourse Ground between these two sides.
TalkSport 2, official broadcast partner of the Premier League. Get ahead of the game every supercharged sporting Saturday on TalkSport with Travis Perkins. Make the warm-up a part of your weekly matchday ritual.
The game is underway.
And get an unrivaled preview of all the upcoming unmissable football action.
Absolutely first class.
With expert predictions, pitch-perfect analysis, and a top-flight lineup of guests. Guaranteed. The warm-up with Max Rushton and Charlie Baker. Tomorrow morning from 9 on TalkSport with Travis Perkins. Doing what matters for the trade.
Have you seen the all-new iPhone 17 Pro? Designed from the inside out, it's the most powerful iPhone yet, with the ultimate Pro camera system. What's more, at Vodafone, you can get the new iPhone now and every year with Vodafone Exchange. Go online or in-store today. Vodafone.
Credit check and terms apply. Trade in iPhone 17 series in good condition 12 months before phone plan ends and upgrade. Every year based on 24-month plan. See vodafone.co.uk/exchange.
Electricians, the CEF Trade Catalogue is back with hundreds of pages of great new products, electrical solutions and expert advice. It's what you need to make your toolbox even better. Just pop in store and take one away, or visit us at cef.co.uk and request your copy. It's completely free. So what are you waiting for? Pick up the all-new CEF Trade Catalogue. Your toolbox just got better. CEF, your electrical experts.
That there is a great night's sleep. And when Susan wakes up, she's going to get to enjoy a delicious unlimited breakfast. Or, if that super comfy bed is just too hard to leave, Susan can enjoy a midday checkout. Get better sleep for your money. Book now at Premier Inn. Breakfast subject to availability. T's and C's apply.
You want the look, clean, close, sharp, but you don't have time to play around. Meet the Pitbull X5 series from Skullshaver.com. Our best-selling shaver, now even better. Smooth blades, stronger motor, better grip, built for speed, designed for skin. No mess, no mirror, no drama. 90 seconds and you're done. Fresh, confident, ready. Pitbull X5 range by Skullshaver. Available now at skullshaver.com.
With an Amex business card, Selena's earning points renovating her skin clinic and refreshing the builders.
14 coffees and 28 sugars, please.
And on new adjustable chairs for every room. And she can use the points to lie back and relax.
Don't put ice cream on your brother's head.
Well, sometimes. And that's because with an Amex business card, your points can go towards holidays and more.
Search Amex Business Card. Terms and annual fees apply. 18+. Subject to status. Basic card also available with no annual fee, rewards or other features.
Ultimate Sports Radio.
What a moment!
This is TalkSport 2.
NFL Live. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's a touchdown!
Tuesday morning from 0100 BST on TalkSport 2.
On DAB+, online, via the TalkSport app, and on your smart speaker. PGA Golf live on TalkSport 2.
Yes, good evening and welcome to Live PGA Tour Golf here on TalkSport 2 with myself, Will Varney, taking you through the action over the next couple of hours from the Sanderson Farms Championship, the second round in Missouri. We'll be heading to the course very shortly. My thanks to our commentary team at the racecourse ground, Adam Bridge and the former Scotland striker Chris Owellamo, who brought you our live commentary there as Wrexham and Birmingham City ended 1-1 in the Hollywood Derby, a point apiece for both. Birmingham moving up to 11th, Wrexham up to 14th. Plenty more EFL commentary coming this weekend. I'll keep you across everything that is happening over the next couple of hours in terms of our coverage this weekend. But for now, the focus is the live golf. And right now, at the moment, Garrick Higo, the South African, is the current clubhouse leader. He finished his round today, a round of 6 under. He moves to 13 under par overall, but closely followed by the American Danny Walker. He had around a 4 under. He is 2 shots behind Garrick Higo overall on 11 under par. It's very tight at the moment. The action on the course beginning to wind down. Eric Cole, the American, he's still out there. He's currently tied in 3rd along with Vince Whaley. The pair of them on 10 under par right now, but Eric Cole still out on the course with a couple of holes left to play. He's currently 3 under for his round, but could he put some pressure on the current clubhouse leader, Garrick Higo? For now, let's head straight to the course out in Missouri and join for the very first time tonight our team on PGA Tour Golf Radio.
Rounds of the afternoon going right now, Tom Wormy.
At 14, Tom Kim is trying to save his par from just inside of 5 feet away after the first putt from outside of 50 feet away, back left in the screen. Hole location's front right. Kim rolls this one to the hole. It's drifting left and it misses. It caught the left edge of the cup and it spit it out to the right, and he taps it in for bogey. So a 3-putt from the back left edge of this green for Tom Kim. And he's made his second bogey of the round, back to 9 under.
And an absolute comedy of errors here at the par 5 14th hole for Kevin Yu and Tom Kim. They were 2 of just a handful of players that were bogey-free until just a few holes ago, and both making now bogeys at this very gettable par 5. Really disappointing from 2 of the best players in the field this week.
Yeah, and that, has been a par 5. It's not been an easy one today, and certainly for those 2, it's proven that way for 2 of those players. One a defending champ on the move today, and a stumble for both Kim and Yu at that par 5, leaving only Eric Cole on the course as the closest to leader Garrick Higo. At 13 unders, we're coming to you from the Wayne Sanderson Farm Studios in the state capital of Jackson, Mississippi. Second round coverage of the Sanderson Farms Championship.
Live golf on TalkSport 2 with Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed.
Gallagher Prem Rugby, live, loud and unleashed on TalkSport 2 with Tenor Men.
Kicks down the left-hand side.
Get all thriller, no filler, full match commentary throughout the entire New Look season.
Right down the middle.
And keep up to speed with every twist, turn, tackle and try.
They've scored.
New heroes will be crowned. Old rivalries will be reignited.
The roof almost comes off.
Experience the action, the passion and the exhilaration of the Gallagher Prem on TalkSport 2 with Tenor Men. Keep control.
Have you seen the all-new iPhone 17 Pro? Designed from the inside out, it's the most powerful iPhone yet, with the ultimate Pro camera system. What's more, at Vodafone, you can get the new iPhone now and every year with Vodafone Exchange. Go online or in-store today. Vodafone.
Credit check and terms apply. Trade in iPhone 17 series in good condition 12 months before phone plan ends and upgrade. Every year based on 24-month plan. See vodafone.co.uk/exchange.
That there is a great night's sleep. And when Susan wakes up, she's going to get to enjoy a delicious unlimited breakfast. Or, if that super comfy bed is just too hard to leave, Susan can enjoy a midday checkout. Get better sleep for your money. Book now at Premier Inn. Breakfast subject to availability. T's and C's apply.
This is Josh. Josh is happy. He's just bought a brand spanking new TV. What he doesn't know is he could have bought a premium TV without spending a fortune. You see, Hisense's award-winning TVs come with premium features like Mini LED, Quantum Dot and Dolby Atmos, but don't cost the earth. Josh is sad. Sorry, Josh. Choose smarter. Choose Hisense. Rated 5-star for reliability by Which.
You want the look, clean, close, sharp, but you don't have time to play around. Meet the Pitbull X5 series from Skullshaver.com. Our best-selling shaver, now even better. Smooth blades, stronger motor, better grip, built for speed, designed for skin. No mess, no mirror, no drama. 90 seconds and you're done. Fresh, confident, ready. Pitbull X5 range by Skullshaver. Available now at Skullshaver.com.
And now, the weather.
Outside, gloomy skies, a persistent drizzle, and a chilly wind blowing from the west, north, east, and south. But inside, temperatures of toasty warm with a high chance of comfy cushions, soft lighting, and a smattering of snuggly throws. Come home to cozy. Discover textiles and lighting at your local IKEA now. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
Live PGA Tour Golf on TalkSport 2.
They're the only two at this point projected in, and the reason for that is they are in contention this week. So, it's a new structure in the PGA Tour, Daniel, down to top 100 making it. 70 of the 100 have been determined by those who made the FedEx Cup playoffs, so only 30 spots determined over these 7 events in the FedEx Cup fall. There's just not a lot of wiggle room for players even close to the top 100. You're going to have to play well at some point along the line here next couple of months to get it done.
I'm going to have to say that everybody between the number of 125 and 100 needs at least one top 5, if not a top 3 finish to secure a spot inside the top 100, because every single player between 75 and 125 will be playing pretty much every single one of these 7 events to secure their livelihood, basically, on the PGA Tour for the 2026 season.
Well, and so far today, Garrick Higgo was out early. One of the 4 co-leaders shot to 66, put up 13 under, and except for, and now it's Eric Cole by himself, the only one left on the course within 3. No one's really, so far, Daniel, gotten even close to Garrick Higgo atop the leaderboard today in round 2.
Well, I'd never suspected that they would. I said that maybe potentially Eric Cole would be the one person that could get close, potentially into that final pairing for Saturday, but he's going to have to run the tables here from into the clubhouse, and that may not even be good enough.
At the 16th, it's David Lipsky for birdie at this par 4, putting across the back part of the screen to a back right hole location from about 35 feet away. Online coming up short by about a foot, and Lipsky will tap it in 7 under.
And David Lipsky, I'm such a big fan of him, climbing all the rungs of the ladder, starting out on the Asian Tour, then playing on the Corn Ferry Tour and the European Tour, and then gets finally onto the PGA Tour and try to find a spot fully exempt on the PGA Tour for the 2026 season here in the FedEx Cup Fall.
Well, and we've been tracking Kevin Yu, defending champ Tom Kim, who's playing well today. Both stumbled at the par 5 14th. You have a chance to bounce back at a reachable par 4 at 15, 341 with a front left hole location today. But so far, only one player officially has hit the putting surface today at that reachable par 4. Seamus Power was the right edge of the green just outside 25 feet. It's a par 4 today that yardage-wise is reachable, Daniel. Just not a lot of players have given themselves chances to make eagle there today.
Well, the problem with that 15th hole is that any ball that gets on the surface with any kind of forward momentum, the green slopes from the front to the back and will run all the way over the back of the green.
How about Kevin Streelman at the 16th from 15 feet away? Gives it a fist pump as it rolls right into the middle. Birdies at 13 and 16 on the back nine. A birdie at the 8th as well. He is bogey-free. In fact, Daniel, Kevin Streelman, bogey-free for the tournament and 7 under so far.
Very good. I was just about to say. And alongside Braden Thornbury, who is the other player, one amongst two now left in the field that are bogey-free for the week. Kevin Streelman, even though he is bogey-free, he is in a tie for 14th outside the top 10.
All right, let's go out to Doug Bell again.
Well, Doug Gim from the right-hand rough here at the par 5, third hole, 298 yards to the hole, 278 to the front of the green. And Doug sends that second shot on the way. It's going to wind up a little left and short of the putting surface. That's about all he could hope for. Doug is not one of the longer hitters. And so now let's just go check the lie. I think it could be in the rough, and we'll see if he can get up and down for another birdie. Doug Gim is 8 under par.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a layup there for Doug Gim. 298 yards to the hole out of the right rough.
At the short, par 4 15, 341 yards today, easiest hole in the golf course. Tom Kim off to the right out of the light rough and 35 yards away. Second shot as Kim scoops this one onto the green. Hole location's front left, bounces and rolls. That'll be right of the hole, but just about 5 feet or so just to the right of the cup for Tom Kim. That'll be for birdie. He'll bounce it back if he can make it after the bogey at 14.
Yeah, beautiful touch there shown by Tom Kim. Deftly landing it just over the bunker with a little bit of spin and then having it trickle on down to the hole. That's a good 8.5 out of 10 there for Tom Kim. Pretty straightforward putt there for birdie for him to get a bounce back into double digits at 10 under par.
Second round of the Sanderson Farms Championship coverage from the Country Club of Jackson continues in 60 seconds.
We'll be back at the course very shortly here on TalkSport 2 as we continue our second round coverage from the Sanderson Farms Championship out in Missouri. Just a reminder of the live football that we've got coming up for you this weekend on the TalkSport network. Live Premier League action back on TalkSport tomorrow from 12:30. Leeds take on Tottenham. That's our 12:30 fixture. Whilst at the very same time here on TalkSport 2, we're going to be in the Championship. More EFL action coming your way from Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday struggling at the bottom of the table. All of the financial issues going on at the club right now. They welcome Coventry City, who continue to impress under Frank Lampard, currently second in the Championship table. They'll be looking to get another win tomorrow afternoon. That's from 12:30 here on TalkSport 2 with Mark Wilson and the former Sheffield Wednesday manager Neil Redfern. Whilst then from 3 p.m, we're going to be at Pride Park. Derby taking on Southampton. Southampton looking to put some wins on the board to ease a bit of the pressure on their new boss, Will Still. That's from 3